Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly. It's PIAA District 4, Week 1. Lots of action tonight and tomorrow over the weekend. We're back with Friday Night Lights here. Jersey Shore Bulldog football. It's going to be exciting. We're going to try to paint a picture tonight. It'll be audio only, so don't shoot the messenger. But we thank you so much for the subscribing, for the patrons, for all those people who've tuned in. Thousands and thousands of views each week. Hey, from Dallas in Week 1 to last week at Central Mountain, Doug, Week 1 here. It's number 2 versus number 4. Jersey Shore is home. Selinsgrove makes the trip.
Well, here we are in pregame, brought to you by Country Berry Shack in downtown Jersey Shore. Join Lyra at Country Berry Shack, 521 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore. Let's go Bulldogs, and we want to shout out to a new client this week for the playoffs, Oval Country Store in Oval. And again, you'll do our out-of-town scoreboard throughout the ball game, brought to you by Susquehanna Trailways. Get on the bus, 570-322-5361 with Susquehanna Trailways. Kickoffs brought to you by Joe's Equipment. Halftime, Weir's Pine Creek Inn and Weir's Painting and Contracting. And then later on, mostly in the second half, our player of the game brought to you by Todd Rissell and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rissell in Williamsport. Nate, you're right. District 4, 4A, round 1. The history, everyone kind of knows the history of Selinsgrove, Jersey Shore. We'll talk about it a little bit more in the pregame, but they played 23 or 22 times, depending on who's counting and what year they're starting, regular season and then playoffs, mostly in the district final, but here it's in district round 1. Winner go home, so you got to take care of business here at Thompson Street Stadium tonight. How did they get here? Selinsgrove 4-4. 5 games. They've won Juniata, Central Mountain, Williamsport, Schick, Berwick. They've lost to Twin Valley, Jersey Shore, Shamokin, Hollidaysburg, and Danville. The unique thing, Nate, about that is the teams that they've lost to are all in the playoffs and are 44-6 combined. So Selinsgrove has played a great schedule. We've talked all season long about Shore's great schedule. They come in at 7-3. We won't go back through all of them, but nice win on the road. Rivalry game last week against Central Mountain, 67-21. So that's how we get here in round 1 of the District 4 4A playoffs.
Yeah, and when you think about Shamokin, 10-0, right? Think about Hollidaysburg, 9-1. Think about Scranton Prep, 9-1. So the 3 losses come to teams that are literally, let's do the math, 28-2. Pretty impressive. Only losses this year, and I expect whoever gets out of this district to make a run. Obviously, we're not going to look past Selinsgrove tonight. The Seals always just they've had that culture, that pedigree, and even though they're having a down year, you know, we're not going to count them out. We got so much to talk about tonight. Again, we thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be back right after this commercial break. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Life moves pretty fast, and so does technology. So we should be proud that after over 40 years, Reese's Print Shop in Lock Haven still provides excellent work for everyone in Bear Country. So many other print shops have closed their doors, but Randy Reese still offers digital and offset printing at competitive prices, and they're fast. Reese's Print Shop, 7 East Main Street, Lock Haven. Stop in, email randy@reesesprintshop.com or call 570-748-6528. Reese's Print Shop. See what we can do for you or your company.
It seems like there's an automotive parts store on every corner, and they all probably have the part or product you need. But do they know what you need? And do they know they have it? For automotive parts and knowledge, come to the automotive parts store that has automotive experience, Napa Auto Parts. The staff at Napa Auto Parts has the experience to answer your questions and make sure you get what you need. Napa Auto Parts, Hogan Boulevard, Mill Hall, and Bridge Street, Jersey Shore. Napa Auto Parts, Central PA's trusted source for automotive parts and knowledge for generations.
Want to score big with your financial future? At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're the MVPs of financial planning, helping you tackle your goals with a winning strategy. Call Todd Rissell, Certified Financial Planner, and get in the game. Real people serving real people, we manage your assets as if they were our own. 570-601-6960, 570-601-6960. Let Todd Rissell be the quarterback of your financial planning strategy. Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
caring for customers with old-school values. That's X-Agway in Jersey Shore. They have been providing home and ag products for decades. Lawn and garden, pets, wild birds, or supplies for around the home or farm. Make it X-Agway. 8 till 5 weekdays till noon Saturday. 112 Harris Street in Jersey Shore. 570-398-2770 for X-Agway in Jersey Shore.
Now is the time to reserve space for your pup at Sweet Dreams Pet Resort on Sunrise Lane in Mill Hall for this fall and winter. Individual indoor suites for your best friend featuring raised dog beds, grooming on site, air conditioning, radiant heat, and outdoor playground. Take advantage of weekday doggy daycare 570-377-0340. Fully licensed and insured, fully staffed on-site security at all times. Online at sweetdreamspetresort.com. Find us on Facebook, Sweet Dreams, where we treat your dog like family.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your local Erie agent is Brigandy, Gleghorn, and Hafley. Get a quote today.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Coach Gravish, Nate Carpenter, it's always a great day to be a Bulldog. And so great to come tonight at 7 p.m. kickoff here to start the District 4, playoff run. And you got to get 2 to get out of the district, but I know you're not thinking ahead. You're thinking about tonight. Let's talk a little bit about Selinsgrove, the rivalry, and what it means to be in the postseason after a big win this past week with Central Mountain.
Yeah, if you look at it, if you date back to 2013, we played them twice. They beat us in the regular season, and, we were fortunate enough to win with this score group right here, our first championship. And, we played them the next year. We beat them in the regular season. They came in here and beat us, and an undefeated team here at home. We played them multiple times, 2 years in a row. It's 20-something time in, 11 years or something like that. So it's something I always look forward to. I think our players do. I look forward to playing them twice. Even when we shake hands at the end of a first game, usually ends with talking to their coach or coaches. Hey, we know we'll probably see you down the road. You know what I mean? It's like kind of joke about it. They're like our cousins down to Susquehanna. Yep. You know what I mean? So we have great respect for the program through all the different coaches that they have, and they do a great job coaching. They have a lot of tradition there, and we look forward to the second opportunity and see how much we improved, and they've improved for sure. And we got to win all 3 phases of the game. That's our emphasis this week. We got to have, great specialties, improved specialties in certain areas that some of our fans are aware of, offensively, defensively, running the ball, throwing the ball, and defending the run and the pass. So we're happy for our seniors. We had probably the most difficult schedule in the history of Jersey Shore football, no doubt about that. And to come away with a 7-3 record, that was not our goal. We want to win them all. And it just wasn't in the cards. We had a couple close games, and you learn from those experiences and try to get better. And here we are, fun time of the year, week 11. You only get one playoff game at this point, so it's win or go home. We look forward to that challenge, that little added pressure. You know what I mean? Hey, this is playoffs, but there's not a better place to play the playoffs, than Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania, unless you're playing in Cumberland Valley.
Absolutely. This past week you were on the road, Central Mountain. You got a lot of guys in the game. A lot of kids played the entire second half. You have 17 freshmen, maybe more, but that's what I saw on the roster. But getting these kids reps is so crucial. And you had a schedule this year where, you had a lot of 4-quarter games. You had to keep the guys in because you played such a powerful schedule. But what were some of your takeaways this past week on just the evolution of the underclassmen, some of the things that you liked this past week before we talk about the players?
Right. Some of the guys that aren't starters, they got the most minutes that they've gotten in a particular game. Our JVs were outstanding. I think they were 7-1, only losing to Southern Columbia, and that was a competitive football game. So they played a ton of football, these 9th graders, 10th graders, a couple 11th graders, and they've played in well over half our games, but this game in particular against Central Mountain, they had the opportunity to play multiple snaps. And we're growing every single day with this freshman group, sophomore group, and we like what the future holds. But, hey, the future's tonight.
It is tonight.
It's the next play is the future.
You know, and so many people get wrapped up in the regular season, but I think a lot of what you did by scheduling such a brutal gauntlet of games was to really prepare you for the postseason, because you can be undefeated and not get out of the district.
Right.
You could be 7-3 and make a serious run. You know, my grandfather pitched for the Detroit Tigers, and I can remember him saying to me when I was just knee-high to a grasshopper, he'd say, Nate, your lack of preparedness doesn't constitute my emergency. So what is it? I know you have a wish list. Give us a peek behind the curtain of some of the goals you set out to do and some of the ways you prepare the kids just mentally and physically each and every week. I know you have a routine, you have a structure, and the kids eat that up. Some people say, oh, it's the same thing every week, but it's the culture. What are some of the ways you prepare so that you aren't operating in a reactionary way on a Friday night?
Right. You know, we're always focused on starting on offense. We want to have, we want to be in manageable down and distance situations. We can't have any pre or post snap penalties that sets the chains. First and 20, first and 15, or second and long, or third and long. So we want to get 5 yards on first down. That's our main goal. We want to get 5+ yards on first down, and then every play in our playbook, really, we feel on second down and third down is available. And we want to move those chains, one first down at a time, one play at a time. In addition, we want 5 yards on first down, but we don't want to have any negative plays. We want positive yardage on every single play. Defensively, hey, we want those guys to have 2 yards or less or loss on first down. We want to put those type of teams in unmanageable down and distance situations to where it's going to be second and long, third and long. No, we did it a couple times, and the other teams made a couple plays too in third and long situations in Scranton Prep and in the Hollidaysburg game. But we work on it every day. We work a lot of situations in practice we call sudden change, where we got 55 seconds. There's no timeouts. We got to move 60 yards, and we got coaches spotting the ball, counting on the clock, that sort of thing. We have third and long situations in practice offensively, third and long defensive situations. We practice goal line every day. We have a goal line situation every day. And if we can sneak one in, we'll have, one end of the game or one play at the end of a half, offensively and defensively, and we'll probably do that on Thursdays.
And I know we don't like to single players out, but it was interesting. I just saw an interview from one of the Scranton Prep coaches about the Elijah Jordan factor. And you can always scout things on film, and you can look at tendencies and the way guys line up and their base formations, right? But the Elijah Jordan factor of him just not the ankle breaking so much, but extending plays. How do you get your team to realize? Because here's the tough thing I've seen with the linemen downfield. It happens. A couple of them I didn't feel were, but it's like he scampers. You got to stay within that couple yards. But also the receivers, they take away primary. I love some of the things that happened in the past couple of weeks where your receivers don't give up. How do you coach that up to not take a play off, just because you're not the hot read?
Yeah, we basically say, hey, next play. He's going to make plays like that. We're going to maybe have a penalty because, hey, you went downfield by a half a yard. It's going to happen. Let's move on to the next play. But I think our receivers, they're trying to work back to him because they know he can extend plays. And just because he's not the initial read, if it doesn't happen on time, they're going to hustle and try to work back. We had a couple of those key receptions last week for big plays. One for a touchdown with Paul Hale, another for another big play to Paul Hale that he got knocked out at about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Real quick, Friday night, we're here. It's 7 p.m. kickoff. What do you hope to see at Thompson Street? I know you get excited about the fans coming home, and it's been a long season, but the season's really beginning.
Yeah, what I'm really looking forward to, the fans will be the fans, the players will do the playing, the coaches will do the coaching, boosters will do the boosting. And so our job as a unit of players and coaches, we got to bring the intensity, the enthusiasm, the physicality. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing, in the Selinsgrove football game, that we have great physicality, we have great focus, intensity, enthusiasm. We play Bulldog ball for 48 minutes. And if we do that and pull that rope in the same direction, we believe we're going to be on the winning side.
I just want you to know that the community is all fired up. I talked to the blue hairs, the elderly, the seniors tuning in from the Legion. Some of them in Manor Care, for crying out loud, and the young people. My kids get excited about coming out to Thompson Street. The reality is there's a special surprise before kickoff this week. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's coming because the community just can't. They're chomping at the bit, and they really want to see a win tonight against Selinsgrove. So, as you know, it's always a great day to be a Bulldog.
It sure is. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Coach.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor. With over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania, B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Your local Erie insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson & Associates. They handle your home, auto, commercial, and life insurance needs. Let's talk life insurance. If something happened to you, would your family be prepared? Let McMahon, Ferguson & Associates craft the perfect Erie life insurance policy for you. Call 570-398-4090 or visit 1020 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore. Your local Erie insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson & Associates.
Get ready to hit the road with these great trips this fall through Susquehanna Trailways. November 6th, a trip to Tioga Downs Casino. Jump on the bus to King of Prussia Mall November 10th. The American Music Theater on the 19th. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade November 28th. And 3 trips to New York City November 30th, December 14th, and 21st. Call Susquehanna Trailways 570-322-5361 Monday through Friday between 8 and 4. And check out the Trailways Facebook page and website for more info.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
Everything you need in one place. Jiffy Market in Jersey Shore. Now your first choice for great hot food, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, French toast sticks, boneless wings, hash browns, garbage fries, and taco wraps. PA lottery tickets and skill games and ATM fresh-made sandwiches, meat and cheese by the pound, snacks, candy, slushies, and more. All at Jiffy Market. Everything you need in one place. Across from the post office in downtown Jersey Shore. Stop and shop. Jiffy Market in Delhi.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, we're back. It's week 11. That's right, the first week after the regular season. District 4 playoff. The conquest begins. Doug, we're headed down the gauntlet. Getting out of the district would be crucial. But tonight, Selinsgrove comes to town. Years of historical battleground statements being made last year. Jersey Shore went to Selinsgrove and really just got outmanned on the road. Selinsgrove comes to town tonight. So I said 2 versus 4. It's actually 2 versus 3. So, Doug, why don't you mention some of the sponsors and the fact that we get the support we do?
One more quick run-through of the sponsors here in the pregame. I want to mention our pregame segment brought to you by Country Berry Shack in downtown Jersey Shore. Great gifts. Early Christmas surprises coming up here. Go see them all at 521 Allegheny Street. Lyra and her crew, Country Berry Shack, for all your gift needs. Joe's Equipment Kickoffs. Once the game starts, halftime, Weir's Pine Creek Inn on Route 44 North. 570-865-6630. Great dining experience. Go see what they have to offer. And Weir's Painting and Contracting, over 20 years of experience painting contracting, stands by their professionalism, and give them a call, 570-398-4817. The out-of-town scoreboard throughout the ball game, Susquehanna Trailways, for all your group transportation needs, tours, charters, school buses. Contact Susquehanna Trailways at 570-322-5361. Get on the bus with Susquehanna Trailways. And player of the game during the second half, brought to you by Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions. The color of money. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rischel in Williamsport. And a shout out to a new client for the playoffs, Oval Country Store in Oval, PA. And Nate, you're right. Again, 23rd or 22nd time since 2013 that Selinsgrove and Shore have played 2 times. The only year they played once was 2020, the COVID year. Kind of have to put aside the result of the first matchup where Shore won 55-21. Early season, Selinsgrove trying to figure out what they were doing. You talked about it, Nate. They've got some great athletes, Gavin Bastian being the key, Ethan Miller, number 44. But all eyes will be early on in Gavin Bastian. If the Shore defense can control him, then Selinsgrove becomes a little bit more one-dimensional, and hopefully Shore can go on to a big win tonight here in the first round of District 4 4A.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Gavin Bastian is Mr. Electricity. He's got over 600 yards of receiving yards this year, even though he's had a little bit of a down year. Sophomore quarterback at the helm right now for Selinsgrove. And, he's done a nice job. The reality is he's young, and it's Rocco Amato, and you're going to hear that name a lot tonight. But really, even on the ground, he's a negative 115 in the rushing department, which means he's been snowed in a lot. He's pressured a lot. He hasn't really had time to throw. So the Bastion routes, even the last time that Selinsgrove came to town earlier in the year, Bastion still beat us on one major touchdown reception deep. I think tonight the Bulldogs have a plan for that. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the not-too-distant future here before kickoff. So Jersey Shore is going to answer that tonight. They're going to say, hey, we're not going to let Bastion beat us.
Well, Selinsgrove comes in 19.1 points per game. They give up 29 points per game. Yards per game, about 230. They give up 336. So their defense has been good at times, not good at times. They've been a little bit inconsistent, particularly in their pass defense. We'll see how that plays out. So, again, Selinsgrove is playing Jersey Shore in the district for a 4th straight year. 10th time in 12 years, all in the finals the last 3 years. So that's really been the matchup that most people want. But again, here it's in that round 1. It'll be interesting to see 2 key guys, Ethan Miller, Gavin Bastian. If Shore can control them, keep an eye on them, keep them under control. You mentioned Rocco Amato, Nate. He's thrown for 1,000 yards. It's a first-year starter, only a sophomore. So he's progressed as the year goes on, but he's been a little inconsistent. Again, when he has a big game, Selinsgrove's pretty good. When he doesn't, they struggle a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's an exciting night here at Thompson Street. Again, Jersey Shore Bulldog football. I want to say tonight we're audio only, so encourage people to tune in. The reality is this, we don't see past this week, but it is what it is when it comes to District 4 and the fees, and they're really, really expensive. So the audio will suffice tonight. Again, thanks for listening. We're going to come back after this. We're about 7 to 10 minutes away from kickoff, depending on whether they add some time back onto the clock. But we look forward to coming back right after this. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good, people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton, 570-725-3911 for takeout.
A proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, TLC Fuels is a family-owned local business. Established in 1998, TLC Fuels serves residential, farm, and commercial customers from their Jersey Shore location just off of Route 220 at the Pine Creek exit. From fuel oil to diesel fuel and gasoline, TLC Fuels has thrived on a consistent dedication to you and your family. Call 570-753-5722 today.
It's the final Pine Creek Seed Farm Corn Maze weekend of the season. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This weekend it's the Nature Fest, and Friday is Glow Night. Hear Jersey Shore playoff football on the big screen Friday night. Enjoy the Clark McLean Band and Bubby and Swells on stage Saturday evening, and axe throwing all weekend. Sunday, it's theme trivia. Bulk of your entry fee this week goes to a local nonprofit organization. Corn Maze Weekend, Pine Creek Seed Farm, 33 Seeds Lane just off the Pine Creek exit, Route 220, Jersey Shore.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank, but did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sounds like wipers. If your wipers are streaking, skipping, chattering, or even worse, loud, you need to visit AutoZone and get some fresh new blades. We've got basic wipers to get you back on the road, as well as premium blades from Bosch and Rain-X. So if you're hearing this, just head to your nearest AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
41 years serving the Jersey Shore community. All Round Tire, your hometown service and tire sales center. Family owned and operated, All Round Tire features Cooper, many other tire brands including Michelin and Firestone. Make us your first choice not only for passenger, light truck, farm, and ag tires, but also for service, brakes, exhaust, belts, and hoses, and we offer the only vulcanized flat repairs in the area. PA State Inspection 2, open weekdays 8 till 5, Saturday till noon. All Round Tire, Cement Hollow Road, Jersey Shore. Dave Winkleman and the team at Anchor Realty in Lock Haven are always one step ahead of their competition. Anchor, a full-service real estate company serving Lycoming, Clinton, and Center counties with top-level personnel that can help you buy or sell. Community-oriented, ready to help you when you need it. Anchor Realty, 57 Bellefonte Avenue, Lock Haven, 570-858-0777. Remember, home is where you drop your anchor.
Your destination for Kubota is Dodder Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64. Soon the cool down will begin and fall chores will be the order of the day. Dodder Equipment knows that and has a fantastic selection of Kubotas in stock to handle everything from mowing grass to pushing snow. Kubota has the best quality equipment from tractors of all sizes, side-by-sides, track hoes, skid steer loaders, and even farm equipment. For everything from Kubota, visit Dodder Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
It's time for an insurance review. Every now and then you need to know you're getting the best coverage at the best price. So here's a phone number, 570-865-5191. State Farm agent Jason Eberhardt will give you an overview and make recommendations on how you can protect yourself and your family. Auto, home, life, health, property, or business, it's Eberhardt State Farm. Available online at insurejerseyshore.com. Eberhardt State Farm, their new offices, 600 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore.
Hey campers, Graham here from C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV. Don't store your old RV another winter. Save thousands on a new camper this fall, and we'll store it for free. We have a great selection of 2023 and 2024 models with end-of-season pricing. So buy now, and when you're ready to camp next spring, we'll have your new camper ready. Visit us in the beautiful Pine Creek Valley or browse online at chwaltzoutdoor.com. Adventure awaits at C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV.
On the way from here to there, make it the Oval Country Store, Middle Road in Oval, part of the beautiful Nippenose Valley. Oval Country Store, snacks, candy, foodstuffs, the best sandwiches you'll find, fresh made for you. Eat in or take out, 570-745-7777. Gas up, grab the food and drinks you need to get through the weekend on the way from here to there. Oval Country Store, Middle Road, Oval, just off Route 44. Folks at Oval Country Store say, go Bulldogs!
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Man, it is a great day to be a Bulldog. We talk about culture, Doug. We talk about what it means to be healthy at this point in time in the year. There are some injuries, but most of the players aren't dinged up, nothing major. Hungry is another thing. Coming into week one hungry and humble enough to not be over-penalized, to not make the mistakes, to be disciplined in the preparation. So, Doug, let's talk a little bit about the tone tonight. Talk about the new uniforms, man. People haven't seen them.
Yep, and you can't see them tonight with us doing audio only. So Selinsgrove, white helmets with seals on the side, white jerseys, blue pants with white stripes, double white stripes down the side. Jersey Shore in their home, orange helmets with JS on the side, orange jerseys, black numbers, black pants with a orange stripe, orange and white stripe down the sides of those. Our coin toss coming up here.
Yeah, it's time for captains, Doug. I'm going to talk about Selinsgrove's captains, and you're going to talk about the Bulldogs. Number 55 for the Seals is Tegan Minier. He's a guard defensive tackle. He's a senior. Number 1, he's the household name, Gavin Bastian, the all-state wide receiver and safety. You got number 44. He's an all-stater, too, Ethan Miller. He makes most of the tackles and also runs the football with a hard-nosed, old-school style. And number 26, Devin Mitchell.
Really nice foursome out there. We did not see the pregame coin toss, so we'll call it here. Jordan, Brody Herr, Slate Sechrist, and Owen Vandruff out there for Jersey Shore. And Jersey Shore is going to receive the kickoff, and they will go left to right on your radio dial in Thompson Street Stadium. So going toward Thompson Street, toward the middle school. Really looking forward to it tonight. Again, Jersey Shore comes in 7-3, coming off a nice rivalry win. You mentioned the injuries, Nate. Caden Walker still out with that leg injury. Trent Severino will miss tonight's game as well with an ankle injury. Weather's perfect. A little chilly tonight. No rain. A little bit of wind pregame, but really nice now. We talked about the uniforms here. First round of the District 4 playoffs, Nate. Doesn't get any better than this.
Man, it is so exciting, Doug. Fireworks led the players out tonight thanks to Denny Thompson and the faithful on the hill. Coach Hale went out and got some fireworks this week, and everything was approved, and everything went as planned. Just amazing to see the kids come on the field, the excitement, the band here beside us. Hats off to Vince Swartz on camera tonight. Coach Hale bringing us that route tree, the things that we can expect from a coach's perspective. And for Chris Davis, Coach Davis doing stats, my father Jim Carpenter bringing play-by-play time of possession, and always a privilege to stand beside Doug Byerly, a mentor and a brother. To kick off for the Seals tonight, number 8, Noah Walter. Short kick, picked up by Paul Hale. Paul Hale gets up the middle, gets hit, gets met, but out to the 34-yard line. So sort of a squib, second-tier squib. Paul Hale picks up the grounder and runs it out to near the 35.
Yep, right down the middle of the field. Our referees tonight led by Kerry Lachaw from the Lime Mountain area, Sun Chapter. You usually see them a couple of times a year, but actually the first time we've had this crew all season long. Jersey Shore starts again left to right, come in scoring 39.3 points per game.
Under center, Elijah Jordan, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. He's going to hesitate while they get this play clock set, the time set, and here we go. First quarter, 11:53. Elijah under center. He's going to go to the flats. He hits immediately Paul Hale. Does he make a man miss? Does. Down the sideline, picks up a couple more. So after the catch, he's going to be down near the first down. We'll see where they mark this one.
Wyatt Teets on that first initial tackle, but a good move there by Paul Hale. Just short of the first down, second and less than 1. Bulldogs go to the air to start the ball game, averaging about 409.5 yards per game from the Bulldog offense.
It's surprising the secondary as deep as they are to start for the Seals. Elijah hands the ball off tackle, big tackle in the backfield. Up the middle, of course, we know who that is, the 44 Magnum right there. I'll tell you, he is unbelievable. That's a nickname they've given him down there, but Ethan Miller is just that special.
Averages over 11 tackles per game. 4-year starter, has over 365 tackles. 59 for a loss. Tackle for a loss there.
Jordan up the middle. He gets pressured. He does bounce off. That's going to be enough. But I'll tell you what, Selinsgrove being very stingy up front tonight.
Number 55, Minier, who was one of the captains out there, pretty stout from that nose guard position. So a good hold there, but a good first down conversion for the Bulldogs.
Under center, Elijah, 1st and 10. He's going to go up top to Evan Snyder. Did get a hand on it. Bastian got a tip. which Evan Snyder wasn't quite able to look that in. Still had a chance to catch it, but dropped it in flats.
A little bit different look because Bastian is at the defensive end position, so he's using his athleticism. Now flips over to the other side, 2nd and 10 Bulldogs.
In the gun, Elijah Jordan, 2 backs. He's going to run the option to Bastian's side. He's pitched, and he's met. And the reality is, here's what they did. Well coached. They knew it was coming that way. They ran Bastian to the side, and that's a big loss of 5 yards, going to bring up 3rd and 15.
Bastian and Suter on the tackles there. Really nice reaction on the defense. So the first option play for the Bulldog offense goes nowhere.
In the gun, wheel route. Elijah Jordan's going to go deep. He has a man open. It's Paul Hale down the sideline. Paul Hale.
So you have a completion down the home sidelines, but you're going to have a penalty against Jersey Shore. One of the players for Selinsgrove ends up with his helmet on the turf. So that penalty will negate the play, I believe.
My question
Although
is,
it should be a catch and then the penalty, but I think it's going to negate the completion, and it is personal foul, dead ball foul, but they don't call it a dead ball foul. It's not a dead ball foul, so that will negate the big completion and the conversion and going to bring up 3rd and very long here for the Bulldogs.
Well, we talk about this, the extracurricular after plays. Obviously, you're listening through audio tonight. What happened was number 50 for Selinsgrove had his helmet ripped off, and even though Paul Hale caught the beautiful route, didn't give up on it, extended the play. Elijah Jordan through his legs at quarterback, got the first down. It looked like backside after the play because the play was already blown dead, but they're calling it during the play, which is going to bring up a 3rd and forever. A 3rd and forever for the Bulldogs. It's going to be 3rd and 30, so do the math. We'll see what the Dogs do. And again, they're losing field position, which again, we talk about flipping the field here. Elijah Jordan in the shotgun.
Bullington is number 50 for Selinsgrove. New number for him tonight.
Pressure. Elijah Jordan going to go up top. Paul Hale, skinny post. Overthrown. So Selinsgrove does what they needed to do. They're able to do that. Now, here's where things get tricky. Gavin Bastian now to return the punt. And we talk about the skill set of Gavin Bastian and the threat he brings to the table from a return perspective.
Yeah, you can't kick the ball to him. He's a threat every time. We've seen that on the Jersey Shore side. They're going to get great field position in Selinsgrove no matter where he fields this, but you have to kick it away from him if you're Evan Snyder.
Evan Snyder back deep to punt. It's a low, but he gets it off. This one's very short, very short. And out near the 50. And to be truthfully honest, Doug, that might be better than Gavin Bastian returning it.
Yeah, shorter than you want, but again, you do not want Gavin Bastian to have a chance to make a dynamic play in the special teams. But Selinsgrove will take over in Bulldog territory at the 48, so short field for them. Their defense really played well there, but that penalty obviously is a big drive stopper there for the Bulldog offense.
So Amato, the sophomore, number 18, will be in the gun right now for Selinsgrove. Single back will be Ethan Miller tonight. They're going to go with Gavin Bastian. They're going to invert him at the slot to the right side. 10-21 first quarter, 0-0. Hand off immediately. Miller up the middle, bounces off. Tough run by Miller. Nice pickup on first down.
Miller leads the Seals in rushing, about 581 yards. Amato is only 88 yards. I misspoke earlier. He has not gotten 1,000. He's about 88 yards to get to 1,000 for the year. But their rushing game goes through Ethan Miller. Nice pickup there.
Well, anytime you can get 5 yards on first down as an O coordinator, you're thankful. So 2nd and 5, 43-yard line into Bulldog territory. In the gun, Amato. Left to right goes Bastian. Hand off to Miller up the middle. Matt, he's just churning his legs. Going to be real close, maybe a half yard short. Bringing up 3rd down.
Where the Seals started this drive, obviously 4-down territory if they don't pick it up here on 3rd and less than a yard. But they're going to want to try and run the football, shrink the ball game, try to really win that time of possession, particularly here early. If the Seals can get the lead, that would really be a big boost for their program.
It's 3rd down and 1. Big defensive stand, 5-2. Under center. Amato takes it up the middle. He gets it and then some. First down, so extending this drive, the Seals are in the driver's seat.
Yeah, the line up front, they're not a big line at all for Selinsgrove. Really undersized for them, what we've seen the last couple of years, but they're taking advantage of the good field position and really getting a nice push there against the 5-2 defense of Alex Jackson against Thompson, Vandruff, Slate Sechrist, Zeke Sechrist on the far side.
Well, in Selinsgrove, not going to be in a hurry tonight. They don't mind chewing up this clock. Amato in the shotgun. It's 1st and 10, 36-yard line. Hands off immediately up the middle. 5-2 is stingy, and they're met. That's the first time on first down tonight the Bulldogs have really limited Selinsgrove's drive.
Yeah, Owen Vandruff, Landon Rea, and Zeke Sechrist all in there. Vandruff has really been the solid guy all season long, but Landon Rea and Talon Lope from that nose guard position have been pretty consistent. That's a nice play there. Hold them to a short gain on first down.
And that was Brett Rice, and he's still in the backfield right now. He's kind of the lightning to the thunder of Ethan Miller. Amato, the sophomore, in the shotgun, number 18. It's 2nd and 9. He's going to look to Bastion. He has Bastion. Oh, he's snowed in. Big tackle on the play. That's number 10, the household name Luke Thompson here at Thompson Street, with a big tackle for loss.
So the junior defensive end really has played solid the second half of the season. And that's the big question for Selinsgrove. Can the offensive line withstand the pass rush that the 5-2 defense under Coach Alex Jackson is going to bring? If they can, they can do some things. If they can't, and the young quarterback is under pressure, obviously a complete different ball game.
Well, right now you have to think about the potential to hit Bastion quick or go to the screen game. Something here, a wrinkle. It's a high snap. They're going to go to Bastion. No time. It's a fumble. It's on the turf. Bulldogs recover. Big play. Doug, just when you think that the hands of time may change, the tide may turn here for the Bulldogs defense, Selinsgrove went from really looking like they were going to flex their muscle offensively to really the Bulldogs dialing it up.
Slate Sechrist with the play there, got the quarterback in an awkward position, able to punch that ball out. So the senior defensive lineman, who's that disruptor for the Bulldog defense, comes up with the big play there. Bulldogs take over.
Elijah Jordan going to be in the shotgun. Let's see if they go counter with him. Left to right goes. It's a fake. They're going to go counter with him. He's snowed in, but he gets to the edge. Down the outside. Picks up a couple. And that keeps that defense honest. The sooner they can get Elijah Jordan involved in the offense, the better. It just spreads that field.
Really nice scramble there. Picks up about 7 to the left side again, to the home side. Nice pickup on first down.
He put that counter in not too long ago, and that's been very effective for the ground game at Jersey Shore. Left to right. It's going to be the handoff. It's Paul Hale. Paul Hale makes the cutback. No, sorry. Fumble. That was Jordan.
Noah Pauling on the carry.
Nolan Pauling. And he got hit, and he just coughed it up. We haven't seen that all year from him.
Nice play. Would have had a first down. Came loose there, so a nice play in return for the Seals defense. Bulldogs get the big fumble. Drive underway. Seals turn it right back over. So turnovers early in the ball game. 7:08 to go here. First quarter, no score. Seals take over at their own 30-yard line again. Seals going right to left on your radio dial.
Yeah, forgive me on that. I thought that was Paul Hill. It was Nolan Pauling. He's been dynamic this year as a freshman. 1st and 10, 30-yard line. Selinsgrove after the fumble. Under center. Amato left to right. Bastion. Handoff immediately. Ethan Miller up the middle, and he's just hit.
Just a dive up the middle for Ethan Miller. They don't do anything super fancy in the running game because their quarterback is really not a factor running, but Ethan Miller has that quickness through the middle of the line, but the Bulldogs did a nice job. But they did stretch it out to a gain of about 3, so again, a nice push up front from the Selinsgrove offensive line.
And that's what makes Ethan Miller so tough. Just when you think you've held him to no gain, he's picked up 3 because he's just a dynamic runner, and he churns those legs until that whistle blows. Pro-I formation with Rice in the secondary. Backfield. Amato going to hand to the second back. It's Rice as he bounces to the outside. Boom. Paul Hale's there. Paul Hale does a really nice job of coming up and making a play. And we talked about our corners being a little more physical after that Scranton Prep game.
Ends up with a gain of about 3, but that is a nice tackle by Paul Hale because he had a chance to kind of break free along the sideline. So 3rd, and they make it 4 with the mark officially. Be a nice time for a stop, and the freshman coming in here, Cash Herrick, giving a blow to Bo Sechrist.
Yeah, Cash Herrick's been dynamic all season as a freshman. Just a ball hawk. Pro-I again. We'll see if they go to hitch to Bastion. If he has the timer, they go to the second back. They're going to go to Miller right up the middle, and he's met. Does he churn his legs? He's going to be short. We'll see right now whether Selinsgrove takes the gamble on 4th and 1.
Coming in at 5-5, you're the underdog on the road. Even though this has been a great rivalry, do you take the chance? Looks like they're not going to. Walter coming on here, going to punt this one away. 5:44. So if the punt does occur, nice stop there for the Bulldog defense.
If I'm the Bulldogs right now, I'm going to make sure of one thing. Forget about the punt. I'm making sure Bastion isn't going to get the direct snap.
And he's short there.
They got to watch Bastion on the short snap. He got it, short snap, and they bring him down. They keyed on that. They watched some film, and I'll tell you, big play for the Bulldogs.
Zeke Sechrist, Bastion tried to go to the right side of the offense, direct snap there, but boy, nobody fooled on that one. Coach Gravis and his coaching staff saw that, bring them down for a loss, so the Bulldogs take over. 5:21 to go, third offensive possession. Got to get the ball rolling if you're the Bulldog offense.
And I don't blame Selinsgrove. If I'm a coach, I'm giving him touches all night long, but it backfires. 5:21 to go, first quarter. Bulldogs on the 32 of the Steels. Left to right, Paul Hale. It's the counter. Bo Sechrist up the middle. Beautiful play, and just when we hadn't seen the counter, Bo Sechrist got a breather on defense and comes back in.
Well, Bo has scored in 6 straight games, has about 440 yards, along with Elijah Jordan and Brody Hur, all over 400 yards. Really been productive in the second half of the year.
2nd and 2 under center, Elijah Jordan. He's going to hand the ball off. No, not tackle in the backfield. Gets the edge. Brody Hur close to the first down. We'll see if they're going to move the chains, I believe.
Nice tackle there by Suter, number 4 for Selinsgrove. That's a pretty nice move there by Brody. Was trying to go to the right side, shut off, able to bounce enough just for the first down.
Fresh legs. Brody Hur had a couple of weeks off and comes back fresh. Under center, 1st and 10. Right to left goes Evan Snyder. It's a jet sweep. Does he get the edge? He does. Evan down to the 10. 5. Touchdown. Bulldogs. Almost called it too soon, Doug.
Evan Snyder from the 21, so on that jet sweep, he's going in motion right to left toward the home sidelines, able to turn the corner, running really hard there at the end. Selinsgrove seal defender got a hand on him, but Snyder able to stretch it in for a touchdown. 4:30 to go here, first quarter. Bulldogs convert, take the lead 6-0.
And this is as Coach Hale looks on. Paul in for the PAT tonight. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's through. I'll tell you what, it burnt some worms on the grass there, but it went through the uprights. That's 7-0. It doesn't matter what it looks like, Doug. It was pure. It was true. It was good.
Well, the kicking game has all of a sudden become kind of an adventure for the Bulldogs when Brody Hur kind of had the motion, the machination really good, but then those games off really affected. And last week it was kind of a disaster there. They had 3 blocked, missed one at Central Mountain, then made a 2-pointer to kind of make up a couple points. But, hey, it doesn't matter if it goes over and looks pretty as long as it goes through, and the kick does. Jersey Shore, 4:30 to go here, first quarter. The Bulldogs take that so important first lead of the ball game and lead 7-0.
Absolutely. Another kickoff here tonight. I do believe all season long it's Joe's Equipment, Doug.
Joe's Equipment kickoff coming up here, and I believe this is Evan Snyder going to stay with the kicking game. So Brody Hur still trying to get back into the mix from the kicking game, but they're going with kind of kicker number 2. And again, the key will be, do you kick it to Brett Rice, number 7? Do you kick it to Bastion, which I would not. I would squib it down the middle, let one of the up guys take it, give up a little bit of field position, but have your coverage team come down, make a play.
I'm with you, Doug. I wouldn't give it to Bastion at all tonight. Evan Snyder with the kickoff, up 7-0. Oh, and they kick it deep to Rice, down to the 10. The Bulldogs come out. Does he get the wall? He does get the wall. They make him cut back. Big tackle there by Elijah Jordan. Nice job by Jordan, but not until Rice gets out to the 32-yard line.
Nice play there by Elijah Jordan on the special teams because Rice definitely had a wall here on the Selinsgrove side, on the visiting side of the field. But Bulldogs able to shut that down. Jersey Shore leads 7-0. Again, we're still in the first quarter, 4:19. This 5-2 defense. And the linebackers, I talked about the line earlier, Brody Hur, Bo Sechrist, and in the backfield, Paul Hale, Pauling, Jordan, and Evan Snyder.
Bastion at quarterback now. They're going to try to get him touches. We'll see what they do with his legs. Wildcat, hands off to Ethan Miller. He's gone! Paul Hale. Paul Hale. Big tackle.
So the burst up the left side of the offense for Ethan Miller. Boy, he just broke free, and the linebackers got sealed off. Ethan Miller showing his speed there, but Paul Hale doing a nice job right in front of us. You could see he kind of gauged it, knew that he had a chance to make the tackle, and went right down low to make the tackle. Ethan Miller kind of stumbled at the end of that. The trainer's coming out to see if he can get up, how injured is he. But, boy, he kind of fell awkwardly at the end of that one, Nate.
Well, it's a play where it's a very clean tackle, but the problem is when you go down and your knee gets caught back up under you, it's just one of those plays. I remember returning a punt in high school, but Bud Yost up at the Lock Haven, his father was in politics at the time. Bud was 300 pounds, and he was heading to New Hampshire to play football, and the reality was he was a snapper. So he'd snap the football and take off, and he caught me from behind, and it was an Achilles / foot issue. But when you get caught from behind like that, it's very easy to get the legs tangled underneath you.
And Ethan Miller up, which is great to see. Both teams taking a knee on the sidelines in respect for the injury, but maybe he looked a little bit worse than he is. Obviously, he's going to have to take a play off. Ethan Miller, very tough kid there. Really kind of awkward, kind of stumbled at the end of that. Paul Hale got him from behind, but a big play for the Seals. Ethan Miller goes about 40 yards down to the Jersey Shore 20. So Selinsgrove gives up the early lead there, looking to match it here, get back in the ball game with Gavin Bastian coming back in at quarterback.
Well, in that time, they wanted to hawk Bastian. They wanted to ball hawk him, but you can't have 5 guys on Bastian and nobody on Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller went up that middle untouched. Semi-hole to drive your truck through. Bastian in the gun. It's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. He goes high, snaps immediately to Rice, and met. So the defense of the 5'2" stingy Alex Jackson front comes up on 1st down.
Well, it's a whole different ball game when Ethan Miller's out. And Bullington, number 50, who normally wore number 28, he moved to the line. Now he's back to the fullback position, and you're going out of that full house backfield with Bastian kind of running out of that wildcat. He's the key guy. If Miller's not in the game, if you can kind of contain Bastian, make the other guys do something, Bulldog defense can come up big.
Bastian again in the wildcat shotgun, 2nd and 10. He's got 2 backs with him in the package. Twins right. Bastian's going to keep this up the middle, met. So they did a nice job on that, but I'll tell you, just the way Bastian runs, he's another level.
Yeah, you can't give him a sliver because he can go all the way. Nice play there by Zeke Sechrist on that left defensive end position that kind of honed that one in, forced Bastian inside. Again, if you give him the corner, he can make a big play. Going to bring up 3rd and pretty long.
So Bastian's going to stay in the wildcat, 3rd and 9. Interestingly enough, we'll see. I'm sure Bastian's athletic enough to throw the football, but see if the Bulldogs bring pressure or just hem him in. Bastian's going to roll left. He's going to look to the end zone. Deep. Oh, and dropped. Doug. I'm telling you, not a bad thrown football whatsoever. Within reason of keeping a foot in bounds, that could have been 6.
Yeah, Paul Hale kind of lost track of the receiver, and I apologize, not able to see the number. I think it's number 2. Martinez got in the corner of the end zone, and Hale got turned around. Good delivery there by Bastian, but Martinez not able to come up with it. Walter coming in here for a long field goal try from the 25. Good kicker. Shields trying to get on the board.
Well, you don't blame him right now. It's either 4-down territory or you try to take your points here. Selinsgrove looking to put 3 on the board. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It's low and it's left. No good. So the Bulldogs escape what was a really nice Ethan Miller run. We hope he gets well enough to get back into the contest.
Well, he was jogging on the sidelines with a little bit of gimp in the getty up, so to speak, but probably working it out to come back in the ball game. Wouldn't be surprised if he stays out on this defensive set. Bulldogs take over at their own 25. 2:35 to go here, first quarter. Jersey Shore leads 7-0.
Bulldogs looking to get something going here with tempo. That's the speed. Rhythm is how they do it. Official timeout. We'll see what they're going to do here. Going to let a coach or someone run across the field. There's a football in the end zone still.
Well, they never got the football from when Bastian threw it into the corner there. They never got that one back.
Play clock starts. Elijah Jordan under center, 1st and 10. He's going to hand the ball immediately up the middle. Bo Sechrist, boom, powers ahead for about 6.
Nice dive there over the left side. Dubs Bloom, Zach Myers from that left side. Really have become a nice tandem there on the left side. Good push ahead on 1st down.
I call him Big Country Dubs Bloom, 6'4", 340. Under center. It's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to the flats. It's the hitch. Paul Hale makes a man miss back inside. Down the sideline. He's quick. Down the sideline. Out past the 50. Doug, that's the first time we've seen him all year break back inside like that on that hitch. What a nice run.
Well, that's something you need to add. You need to add a wrinkle. Normally you just turn and go to the outside, try to get to the sidelines. There he goes the other way, back to the middle of the field, spun past 2 defenders, able to pick up a nice first down there out near the 50 at the 46.
Paul Hale is special. Under center, 1st and 10, 47. Elijah Jordan, it's the fake counter. Evan Snyder, Elijah's going to look deep. And that's wise. You talk about that. You got to have a receiver, but you're outside of the tackles. Elijah, he broke ankles long enough to not take the 5-yard loss.
Well, they were looking first to Evan Snyder on the right side, on the Selinsgrove side, covered by Martinez, but he was not open. Luckily able to scramble toward the home side and then throw that one away, no gain.
Well, primary was Evan Snyder. They wanted to go up top on that play. 2nd down and 10 under center, Elijah Jordan. Handoff immediately off tackle. Bo Sechrist breaks a tackle, gets up. Fortunately, what could have been no gain turns into 4.
Yep, just up the middle, tried to go to the right side, but then broke that one back to the left, picked up about 5, be 3rd and a long 5, maybe 3rd and 6 here, just inside Selinsgrove territory at the 49, 1:30 to go here, running clock, first quarter, Bulldogs lead 7-0.
They're going to spread out Luke Thompson here from tight end to the slot. They've got twins left, twins right, single back, Brody Herr. Elijah Jordan's going to fake the hitch. Paul Hale. What a nice play.
So Jordan in the grasp of number 12 for Selinsgrove, Badal, able to still throw the ball out to Paul Hale. Unfortunately, you lose 4 yards. You lose 4 yards with the catch, so it doesn't matter. It's going to be 4th and 9 to go from the 46. Bulldogs, Evan Snyder are going to have to punt this one away.
Actually, they took him back to where the sack was. It's going to be 4th and 6.
So they marked it up. So 4th and 6, kind of where the original line of scrimmage was. Doesn't change it. No. Snyder looking to punt this one away.
And we talk about this, Doug. It doesn't change it, but boy, you do not want to give Bastion a chance. Talon Malk out here trying to be the headhunter. You got to bring him back inside. This one's low. It's on a roll. It's a great kick out of bounds, and that couldn't have been more perfect off the foot of Evan Snyder.
Punted it in the direction of Bastion, but got it right to the sidelines and able to bounce away from him. You know, you kind of have a choice, Nate. You can punt it completely to the other side of the field where Bastion might still have a chance to come over and get it, or you punt it to that near sideline, the home sidelines, out of bounds, and it rolls inside the 20, actually inside the 15 to the 13, so it ends up being a really super effective punt for Evan Snyder.
Yeah, we just want to say from our family to yours, hats off to Boys District 4A, triple individual gold champion, Carter Girton. We'll talk more about the golf program here soon. In the gun, it's Bastion. 1st and 10. Hands off immediately. Ethan Miller up the middle.
Well, it's great to see Miller back in. That's just a dive a little bit to the left of the center there. Bulldog defense, Owen Vandruff leading the way there. No gain. Thompson coming in as well. Landon Rea from that nose guard position. Under a minute here, running clock, first quarter. Again, Jersey Shore Bulldogs lead 7-0.
And hats off to Mike Shaw, golf coach. Girls took a 5th place finish, Doug.
Really nice.
At the state level.
Nice job.
2nd and 9. 30 seconds here in the first quarter. Bastion in the shotgun. He's going to run right. He's met, and he's snowed in. So what I'm starting to see, Doug, is when you're one-dimensional, it's just so difficult.
There's no question. We've kind of talked endlessly about it, the kind of athlete that Bastion is, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. Bulldogs, Jersey Shore lead 7-0. One effective scoring drive after a couple fumbles, trading some possessions there. We'll take a break. You're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School Football on the Bear Country Sports Network, YouTube on Bear 999, and CentralPASports.com.
Grab your chance at the new scratch-off ticket, Witches Brew Bucks, giving you a chance at 10 top prizes of $100,000. You must be at least 18 years old to play. The Pennsylvania Lottery again generated more than $1 billion last year for programs for older Pennsylvanians. Visit our Facebook page, Bear Country 99.9 FM WQBR, and get your chance to win Witches Brew Bucks scratch-off tickets. Like the page, like the post, then sign up to win. From the Bear.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
It's great to be back here at Thompson Street. Again, week 1 of the playoffs. It's District 4, Quad A. That's 4 A's. And we are here at Jersey Shore. Bulldogs right now, the 5-2 defense of Alex Jackson, putting Selinsgrove into 3rd down and 8. We're just about to start the second quarter. But before we do, one more announcement. The band has really been going in a positive direction here at Jersey Shore. I just want to say hats off to the cavalcade of bands. The championships are coming up in Dallastown, Pennsylvania, and our band here at Jersey Shore has qualified, so we wish you nothing but the best.
Kudos to the Marching Bulldogs. 5-2 defense for Dallas Jackson. They're looking to come up with a big play on 3rd, about 8 from the Seals 15. Have a chance, Nate, to maybe flip the field if you can get a stop on this play.
Wyatt Teets has been a hot read all season, covered up by Evan Snyder out here, bashing in the shotgun, 3rd and 8. There's a quick pitch left to Rice, and Rice has tough sledding, not going to get anything. Great defense. They're going to be punting, and you talked about flipping of the field. What Jersey Shore needs to do at this point in time in this contest, it feels a little melancholy tonight. We're not as explosive, but the reality is we just haven't extended drives. And so anything can happen with Elijah Jordan and Evan Snyder back deep here off the foot of Noah Walter for the Seals.
Kicking from his goal line, that sweep to the left side really snowed in there by Vandruff and Landon Rea. Jordan and Snyder right at the 50-yard line looking to field this play. Seals will take a timeout to make sure they have things the way that they want. Tom Gravish and his staff talking about whether they want to rush the punter. Oh, Selinsgrove only had 10. Thank you, Coach Hale, for that. Only had 10. You can play with 10, but you need 11, and the Seals called the timeout.
Yeah, the last thing you want to be is a man down and give that. It's all it takes is to be a man down and give up a return for a touchdown.
Give up a free rushing there. Again, our sponsors, we appreciate them all season long. Pregame brought to you by Country Berry Shack, Kickoffs, Joe's Equipment. Go see Aaron and our staff. Cement Drive, Jersey Shore, 570-398-1391. Halftime, Weir's Pine Creek Inn and Weir's Painting and Contracting. Superfood up there at the Pine Creek Inn, and quality professional painting and contracting needs by Weir's Painting and Contracting. The out-of-town scoreboard, we'll talk about at halftime, and then in the second half, Susquehanna Trailways. Get on the bus, 570-322-5361. And our player of the game, Todd Rissell and Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must respect Noah Walter's leg because they are literally 10, 20, 30, 45 yards away from him on this punt return. So hopefully they can get up underneath it, not let it roll out. Long count, hard count, snap is back, beautiful snap. The punt is away, it's short. We'll see. And that's what happens sometimes. Again, but nice rollout. But if you're Selinsgrove, you are thankful for that particular punt.
Rolls to the Jersey Shore 49. Elijah Jordan tried to come up and get it, but the punt was so short, it hit at about the 37, and he just was not able to get up and be comfortable to make the catch, so it did roll out into Jersey Shore territory again at the 49 officially. Bulldogs take over, 11:07 to go here, second quarter. They lead 7-0.
And I look at the secondary, normally we see Selinsgrove come out and want to kind of jam the receivers. They're 7 yards off the football, and that's why the hitches have worked. Elijah Jordan, the shotgun, it's 1st and 10. It's the counter. They're going to throw a holding penalty.
So nice run there by Brody Hurst, going to get negated by a holding penalty. Again, the Bulldogs going right to left at Thompson Street Stadium.
Doug, we talked about this. You even heard Tom Gravish talk about this in the pregame interview tonight, is that what affects when your identity is in your tempo and you are hyper penalized, what has stopped our offense tonight is not our offense. It's the penalties, and you can't get in the sustained drives. You go from short down and distance to long down and distance, and then you don't move the chains.
Yeah, the personal foul penalty on the first drive really negated that one. Here, that holding penalty on the first play going to set them back inside the 40 at the 39.
So it's 1st and 20 now. Elijah Jordan's going to roll right. He's going to try and buy time. He's going to go deep. It's high. Oh, nearly caught by Luke Thompson. Just high. He almost went up and made the circus catch. But, again, we talk about catches. It was there. Boy, you hope he can come down with it.
Luke Thompson wide open at the 44, just on the Jersey Shore side of the field. A little bit high there by Elijah Jordan. Catchable ball. Good effort there, Thompson, but it does fall incomplete.
You know, a unique environment here tonight. Playoffs normally, you know, it's kind of like there's a good crowd here tonight, but, boy, it's awful quiet here at Thompson Street. We'll see if they can come alive. Elijah Jordan's going to roll right. He's got lots of green. He's going to go to the flats. Wide open. Evan Snyder down the sideline he goes. Inside. Makes a man miss. This is where he's dangerous. Going to be a first down. And Evan Snyder all season long, you're not going to bring him down with a first arm tackle.
Runs so hard, again, right in front of the Jersey Shore bench on that right side. Good delivery there by Elijah Jordan. Takes it, gets a couple yards after the catch to the 36. Nice conversion there for the Bulldogs.
And that's where I've seen the greatest evolution of Elijah Jordan. You know, smaller stature quarterback, but when he wants to throw a laser beam, he can get that ball in there. 1st and 10. Bo Sechrist off tackle, tries to bounce it, runs hard, picks up a couple. So what looks like initial contact at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, a flag coming in really late from the back judge. I mean, you're talking 30 yards away. He threw that into the pile. Be interesting to see if that's a personal foul or a face mask or something at the end of that play. Bo Sechrist to the right side, able to come up and gain about 5 yards. And by the reaction of Jersey Shore, this is going to go against the Bulldogs. We'll have to see.
Well, the reality is this. If this is offsetting, it's a blessing. But right now, Jersey Shore has to clean things up.
Now, that's a personal foul against the Bulldogs, so it is not offsetting. So 15 yards. So after the nice conversion on the 2nd and 20, you get a decent run, couple yards on first down. Now a 15-yard personal foul penalty. The Bulldogs second the ball game. Really can't have that early in the ball game when you're only up one score. You're letting a team that has kind of struggled in the second half of the season and lost big last week in their season finale to a very good and undefeated Danville team. You're letting them stay in the ball game here with your own mistakes.
Well, and the reality is, you hit the nail on the head, Doug. Jersey Shore is hurting themselves right now. 2nd down and a mile. Thrown to Paul Hale. Paul Hale gets upfield. Tries to make a man miss. He's still on his feet. Down the field. Gets at least 10 of that back. I tell you, you give Paul Hale an inch, he'll take a mile.
Really nice job there by Thompson and Bo Sechrist to come out and help Dubs Bloom with the blocks on the perimeter for Paul Hale to give him a lane to pick up those 10 yards. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, great job by Paul Hale. Bo Sechrist trying to get in position. He's going to the trip side. 3rd down and 10. Elijah's going to run. He's got lots of green. Does he get a block? It's deep. Bo Sechrist wide open. Touchdown. No flags on the play. I'll tell you, I'm looking for laundry. I don't see any. The question was, did we have any linemen downfield, Doug? And the answer is no. Elijah Jordan, you cannot scout for that. He extends plays. And of all people, I said Bo Sechrist is going to the slot for crying out loud. And he just ran a deep post route, which turned into a flag route. He just kept running.
That's a super nice play. Scramble by Jordan. Sechrist, who you don't normally see in the passing game, lifted it to him for the 35-yard touchdown.
That kick is up. The hands go vertical. Paul Hale's 2 for 2 on the night. And they'll take it. But I'll tell you something, Doug. They got to clean the penalties up. You know, you'll take the touchdown, the Bo Sechrist, the catch. And honestly, first time in a long time we've seen a play where a receiver can run right underneath it. Perfectly thrown, executed, got some air under that throw. Elijah Jordan threw a nice ball.
Kind of a unique play there. He's rolling to the right, to the Jersey Shore side, right in front of the concession stand at the left side, the east side of Thompson Street Stadium. And he kind of threw a balloon there, really kind of lofted it in the air, but he saw Bo Sechrist coming from the side, got behind the defenders. Not a real great job there by the defenders of Selinsgrove to allow Bo Sechrist to come from that far side. Really good vision by Jordan. He's seeing the field very well tonight. Good delivery there. 35-yard touchdown pass, 9:33 to go here. Second quarter, the Paul Hale PAT good. Jersey Shore 14, Seals 0.
Yeah, it was an impressive throw. You said, it was like a balloon. I had flashback to the 80s, 99 Red Luff balloons by Nina, But it was unbelievable. It was a great ball on the back end of such poor execution with the penalties. So the Bulldogs will take that. They dodge it. Big play. Evan Snyder's going to kick off here to the Seals. It's heading towards the Lingles, out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty. Not a good kick. We'll see if the Seals take it at the 35 or ask them to re-kick.
Well, it looks like their offense is coming out, so they're going to take it at the 35, take the yardage instead of the re-kick. Really kind of a key offensive drive for Selinsgrove here early in this ball game. You kind of give up a deflating play there, the big pass play, Jordan to Bo Sechrist. If you're going to stay in this ball game, if you're Selinsgrove, Bastian or Ethan Miller or someone else is going to have to step up and make a play. Keep it within a one-score game. If you can do that, you can stay in the ball game. So the Bulldog defense looking to come up big here.
Bastian still in the Wildcat. 14-0 Dogs, 9.5 to go. He's going to run this one to the left. They don't have him in. He makes a nice cutback. Not going down easy. A big pickup past the first down marker. Big gain of 10-plus on that play.
Got the corner. Did Bastian on the left side and able to power ahead at the end. So a good push again up front by the Steel's offensive line. You really have to give them some credit. They played well here in this first and second quarter against a pretty stout Bulldog defense. Seals will take that on first down.
Yeah, big run there by Bastian. Nice first down play. Able to get outside the end and then make a cutback. Still in the shotgun Wildcat. He's going to roll left. See if he can get rid of it. He's being pursued. Zeke out of bounds. Zeke Sechrist, I'm not used to that 59 number, but he comes off the edge.
Really nice coverage downfield by Paul Hale against Wyatt Teets, number 11 for the Seals. Had him pinned against the sideline. Bastian really didn't have a good throwing lane there. Threw that one out of bounds for the incompletion, but the Seals try to stretch the field there on first down. Seals have the ball at their own 45, 8:56 to go here before half.
Seals want to get a score on the board here. Back in the game is Amato. He's at quarterback number 18. They split out Bastian. Hand off to Ethan Miller up the middle, and he just rumbles and stumbles for a couple. So, you cannot arm tackle him.
Bo Sechrist and Owen Vandruff solid all season long in there with the combination tackle. 4-yard gain off the left side there, dive by Ethan Miller. Seals doing a nice job here with Amato coming in at quarterback at times, Bastian running out of that Wildcat.
So interestingly enough, on third down and 6, they're going to spread Bastian out to the left side, to the Twins package side. Tight right is number 12, Jake Badal. Pro-I formation with Amato under center. He's going to look to Bastian. He doesn't have time. That's Luke Thompson at Thompson Street, making a big sack, tackle for loss.
Normally you see Thompson in the defensive end. Sechrist come from the outside. There, Thompson came right up the middle. So a little stunt there by the 5-2 defense. Seals not able to react to a really nice play. Thompson's second sack of the ball game, back to the 37. Seals will have to punt this one away. Clock running under 8 minutes here, second quarter.
Yeah, like you said, Doug, he kind of did a spin swim move, came up inside. Normally you talk about outside containment, but he came untouched off the edge. 7.5 to go here, 14-0 Bulldogs. The Seals are punting. It's 4th and 16. Late flag here. Not sure what happened, but they went from 10 to 12, Doug.
Well, it's not a shot clock violation because they still had a couple seconds, so they had 12, as Nate called. Yep, so they only had 10 the last time they punted. Here they have an extra. Baker's doesn't. That'll get you a penalty almost every time if they count them correctly. Elijah Jordan and Evan Snyder deep at around their own 30.
Well, the other thing we haven't accounted for tonight, there is a little bit of a breeze in the air. You see the fall leaves blowing here at Thompson Street. That makes the punts a little more difficult to return. But Paul, Evan Snyder back. This one's short. Evan Snyder's going to catch it. He's got it. 40. He tries to get outside. Nobody home. So Evan tried to make something out of nothing. Maybe a return of 5 yards, but Selinsgrove really contained well on the kick coverage.
Went up the right side toward the Jersey Shore bench and then turned it back inside, but good coverage there by the Seals. 7:20 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs lead 14-0. They take over, going right to left at Thompson Street Stadium on their own 40-yard line on that right hash.
I tell you, Doug, we've had amazing weather, haven't we, this week? And we remember some games on the road where there were frigid temperatures. Tonight, about 52 degrees here. Right to left, fake handoff. It's the counter. Up the middle's Brody Herr. He's running hard. Pickup of about 7 on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 3.
Really nice to see Brody Herr get back in the mix from that running back position. A little bit quicker through the hole than Bo Sechrist. Still runs tough at the end of that one. That's a nice pickup on first down.
Well, like you said, anytime the Dogs get 2nd and short, the playbook opens up. Will be interesting to see if they can run Elijah out of the backfield here a little bit and give him the chance to throw. Hitch immediately to Evan Snyder. He's tackled out of bounds, but not until he picks up about 7.
Yeah, tackled right in the Jersey Shore bench, and then finally they kind of held on to him. They didn't really throw him down, but they really pushed him out of bounds, and the officials said, hey, listen, that's enough of this. 2 personal fouls against Jersey Shore in the ball game. They throw the flag there to the delight of the Bulldog Nation home crowd. So this is going to add some yardage to the end of that play. So Kerry Latchaw, the referee, and the staff trying to get this one under control. Personal foul Seals. That's a big penalty.
Big penalty, and over there at the Dog Pound, the student section a little bit dwindled down tonight because of the no pass rule. We're not going to dog PIAA, but you buy your tickets in advance, and a lot of kids can't come to the game, Doug. We'll talk about that. Families that maybe aren't as fortunate, those kids are staying home tonight. But the faithful that are here, they erupted with that personal foul in front of them. Elijah Jordan in the gun, twins left, right to left motion, Luke Ryan, single back handoff. No, it's the counter. Elijah outside breaking some ankles, wrapped up out of bounds by Ethan Miller. Boy, is he a nice athlete.
So after the penalty, Bulldogs took over just inside the Seals 30-yard line, and Jordan scrambles that one to the right after the nice fake to the left, pushed out of bounds. Ends up being a fairly short gain of 3, 2nd and 7, 6:21 to go here in the first half.
Well, in previous weeks, that play goes for big yards, big chunk yards. Ethan Miller was shadowing him the whole play. So he said, wherever you go, I go, and he made a really nice play there. So it's 2nd down and 7. Elijah Jordan hands off immediately up the middle. Brody Herr, big hole. It's met.
Wow, that is just Ethan Miller, helmet to helmet there. Unintentional, so no targeting call or anything like that. Just short of the first down. Going to be 3rd and maybe 2 after the Herr run, though they do convert there. 1st and 10, Bulldog.
They move the chains, and so right now 2 backs. Right is Brody Herr, left is Bo Sechrist. Twins right, Paul Hale single left. It's Bo Sechrist following the block. Not much there. Good stand by the Selinsgrove right side of the line. Selinsgrove player down. Took a beating on that one.
Sechrist to the right side between the guard and the tackle. Manier on the initial push there. Gain of maybe 1 with Sechrist on that carry. Officials do call the timeout. That player is going to have to come out. Number 52 for the Seals. Do not have a 52 on the roster. So we apologize. Not sure who that is, but he comes out replaced by Matawar, number 47, coming in for the Seals at the linebacker position.
It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Jordan in the gun. He's going to look up top. Wide open. Paul Hale. Does he make a man miss? Outside. He does. Gets outside. Down the sideline. I'll tell you what. I have absolutely appreciated the growth of Paul Hale from the perspective of what he can do in small spaces.
He's slippery, no question. Nice catch there along the left side, able to slide through for a first down. Bulldogs take over. 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, he caught that pass at about 3 yards, able to get 10 or 11 on that. Move the chains. Elijah Jordan, dangerous down here. He's going to run the option. He's going to keep it cut back up the middle. Good pursuit. He's met. Nice job by Selinsgrove there.
Manier, number 55, really solid. Jordan tried to cut back to the middle, and Manier stayed right there from that nose guard position. No gain on that play for Jordan.
Well, Jordan was looking to run the option to the right. Said, man, they played that well.
Actually, give him a loss of 2 on that play. 2nd and goal from the 8.
It's 8-yard line. Jordan's going to look to the pass. He pitches it back. Brody Herr makes the cutback inside the 5. Nice pitch relationship there. Wow, that was bang, bang. Defended very well. Brody Herr picks up a few. We'll see where they mark this down. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Miller again on the tackle for Seals after the option play to the right. Jordan to Herr. Picks up 4. 3rd and goal from the 4 for the Bulldogs, trying to put their 3rd score of the ball game on here. 4:30 to go here, running clock.
It is 3rd and goal from the 4. He's going to look to the right, look back across the middle. He's met. He's going to spread it. He's rolling. He's got a man wide open. Luke Thompson wide open. And that is all on the bootstraps of Elijah Jordan. He broke an initial sack tackle, spun back to the inside, and there was Luke Thompson standing all alone.
Jordan was looking to that front corner of the end zone to Ethan Snyder, and the Seals really covered that up. When Jordan was able to spin away, Thompson just drifted with the play, wide open in the back of the end zone. Thompson for the 4-yard touchdown pass.
Paul Hale on for the PAT. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's short, but it looks good. It's good. And you know the Dogs will take that all night, every night. 3 PATs, 3 for 3. That's 21-0. But let's go back to that last touchdown pass. It was 3rd and goal from the 4. Selinsgrove defense got stingy. But no matter how much game film you want, you watch and you want to watch, you cannot account for the athleticism of Elijah Jordan. Rolled right. His initial at the pylon, the initial pass was intended. The hot read was Evan Snyder sitting down in the zone. It wasn't there. Broke a sack, spun back to the middle, and Luke Thompson was standing alone in pay dirt.
Like, nice to see Luke Thompson get rewarded. A lot of passes don't come the way of the tight end in this Jersey Shore offense over the years. Had a couple early in the year, but that's a nice one. Saw Trent Severino from the tight end position early in the year, had that big catch at Dallas, actually the game-winning catch. But Thompson, that's his first touchdown pass of the season and maybe his career. I don't remember catching one.
We got some ballots coming in right now, Doug. It's that time of the year for Luke Thompson. Maybe 1 or 2 ballots for player of the game with those 2 sacks tonight and that touchdown catch. So he's in the competition.
Oh, no question. He plays so well, so consistent from the defensive side. Joe's Equipment kickoff coming up. Cement Drive, Jersey Shore. Evan Snyder ready to kick it away.
The Dogs are winning now 21-0. If you're just tuning in, Evan Snyder going to kick this one off. It's a squib. Tough kick. Nice pickup and return out past the 30 to 35. It's number 2 on the return. That's Andrew Martinez, the 5'7", 140-pound senior. Nice job there on the hands team.
Yeah, one of those kicks where it looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but Martinez did a nice pickup there and gets out past the 35, so the return is good. Positive in that way, 5 extra yards out to the 40. Pretty decent field position. 4:10 to go here before half. Bulldogs lead 21-0 after the 4-yard Jordan to Thompson touchdown pass and Paul Hale PAT.
So, you know, we talked about a melancholy evening and the Dogs putting a couple scores up real quick here in the second quarter. Again, 21-0, 4:10. Gavin Bash in the wideout, All-State in the gun. He's going to wildcat this one to the edge. He's got speed. Paul Hale's there, though. Pushes him out of bounds. So from sideline to sideline, I'll tell you, Paul Hale saved a game, a tackle early in the game on Ethan Miller that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Really nice run support there by your cornerbacks. Not giving up that corner where Bastion can really turn it up and turn on the speed. Ends up being a loss of about a half a yard. Bulldogs will take that anytime.
All day long. Great job. The secondary coming up for the run support. In the secondary, safeties are Elijah Jordan and Pauling. Corners are Evan Snyder and Paul Hale. Bastion in the Wildcat. It's a high snap. He does field it, but he's getting pressure. There's a holding. So this not boding well right now for Selinsgrove. And if the Dogs are smart, they probably decline that penalty if possible and put him in 3rd and deep.
Well, just like any fan, we always kind of prognosticate. Do they take the penalty? Do they not? You already got a tackle for a loss on that errant snap back to the 35. So the Seals have already given up 5 yards on this drive, and they do pick it up. They do decline that penalty. They'll take the 5-yard loss, bring up 3rd and long.
You know, it's a blessing to a defense, right, when you can decline – a 10-yard penalty and holding and take the 5-yard sack, So the Bulldogs right now putting Selinsgrove, Bastion split out wide here now to Evan Snyder with a safety over the top. The Dogs are going to put 2 people on him all night long. So he's got a shadow. Backside post here. It opens a handoff to Ethan Miller, and they're going to be happy just going to 4th down.
Nothing there on the left side of the Seals offensive set. Sechrist. Lope in on the tackle. Lope now in at the defensive tackle position, giving Vandruff a little bit of a rest here on that series. Nice play for the freshman there. Snyder Jordan dropped deep for this Walters punt.
Well, now the return team, the hands team, is up tight. Hopefully this one doesn't get airmailed over their heads. Last couple punts are short. That's a low snap. The kick is short. Returnable. Evan Snyder, he's got room. Down the right side, down the sideline. He's dragging tacklers across midfield. And the Dogs have now put themselves in great field position. Miss George and the training staff out here now.
Seals player down right in front of the Jersey Shore bench. Really hard run there by Evan Snyder. Really delivered a nice blow there at the end of that, and that's the Seals player that is down. So when this all works out, 3:05 to go here before half. Jersey Shore with the Evan Snyder return inside the Selinsgrove 45-yard line. Actually just sets it back right at the 45. It'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs. They lead 21-0.
Well, tonight's more like a game where you see the Dogs just kind of, it's like simmering on the stove. They're not wowing you, but they're slowly putting them away. We got some out-of-town scores coming their way right now tonight. Not everybody's playing tonight, but we'll get you the scores of those who are.
Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Susquehanna Trailways, 570-322-5361. Get on the bus. Southern Columbia 26, Hughesville 0. Lowestoft Township 7-0 over Warrior Run in the AAA playoffs. Shamokin 16-0 over Athens in the other 4A. Troy all over South Williamsport 42-0. Towanda 14, Bloomsburg 12. Dallas continuing their run, going for their 8th win in a row, 20-6 over Honesdale. Del Val 24-0. They're going to get a win over Pittston. And Bellefonte looking like they're going to get a win 26-6 over Greater Johnstown. Thanks to Coach Hale all season long, and Susquehanna Trailways. Get on the bus.
Here we go, 1st and 10, 3:05 to go. Dogs, Bo Sechrist left to right to the trip side. It's a reverse. Evan Snyder gets away from Bastion, cuts back up the middle. He could go, dragging tacklers. They're going to try to strip and rip.
It'd be a pinball dig down through the middle there. To the right, and then Manny made a nice cut and then just got pinballed for another 10 yards right down the center of the field. Evan Snyder, he is hard to bring down.
Yeah, he was just bouncing off side rails there. But cut that back up inside. Huge pickup, 1st and 10, 21-yard line. Dogs on the move. Hands off to, Brody Herr makes a nice cut back up the middle. He said it's not there on the edge. I'm not taking it off tackle. Cut it back up the middle. Pickup of about 7.
Nice ankle tackle there, though, by Ethan Miller. Boy, you'd love to have him on your team. He is just in on every play on the defensive side for the Seals.
Trips left. He's going to throw to no, he's going to keep it. Smart.
Throws that one away out of bounds. Really didn't have anything. Looked to the left, wasn't open. Looked to the right, wasn't open. Instead of scramble, just chucked that one out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Well, that was one play tonight. Coach Hale's kind of giving me signals over there. We're working on them. We've worked on them all year, but they jumped that hot read. You know what he said? Just going to throw it out. Live to fight another day. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. The Dogs are going to use 2 minutes and 16 seconds. They're going to call a timeout. So that to me is maturity on Elijah's part, because they're really in 4-down territory anyway.
Yeah, and it's an important drive. You're up 21-0. You're up 3 scores. A lot of people are saying, hey, this one's in hand already. But, it's not, because if the Seals have a dynamic play in special teams or Bastion or whoever breaks loose, all of a sudden you're back in the ball game, at least mentally. If the Bulldogs can put a score together here, that's a whole different thing. 4 scores up before halftime. Really big. Again, our halftime coming up, brought to you by Weary's Pine Creek Inn, Route 44 North. Give them a call, 570-865-6630. Weary's Pine Creek Inn offers a great menu, great atmosphere. See what they have to offer. Weary's Painting and Contracting as well. 20 years of experience painting drywall. Other contracting needs, give them a call, 570-398-4817. Our halftime sponsors this season.
Dubs Bloom, just a real quick shout out to him, really has matured on the left side of the line alongside. Elijah Jordan gets the handoff. Brody Herr up the middle. Nice pickup. Ethan Miller, class act, all-state linebacker, helps Brody Herr up after the hit and after the play. Going to bring up 4th down and 2. We'll see what the Dogs, definitely too long for the old tush push, Doug. We'll see what they call here. Elijah's going to keep it. Cuts back. Does he make it up enough? Oh, big push. just when I thought he was going to go down, we saw the afterburners in another gear.
Kind of looked to the left side. That was cut off, and then a nice cut up the middle, and really, again, solid power move there by Elijah Jordan to get the first down on 4th and 2 at the 9, 1st and goal Bulldogs.
Single back Brody Herr. It's 1st and goal, like you said. Evan Snyder, he's got lots of time. Paul Hale nearly caught it. He had a couple guys open. Boy, did he survey the scene on that one.
Well, it's always interesting. You don't know what he's looking at from that linebacker, from that quarterback position. And again, he's not the tallest guy. We could see that he had a couple guys open in the back of the end zone, but he probably could not see and ends up throwing that one away on 1st and goal. Bulldogs right in the middle of the field here, looking to go to 28-0 with a score here.
And that's a good call at 5'7" or 5'8". He could have had a helmet or a hand in his screen. It's Bo Sechrist on the jet sweep. Brody Herr picks up a big block. Bo Sechrist down inside the 5, down close to the 2. We'll see where they mark him out.
Jet sweep to the right side, to the Jersey Shore side of Thompson Street Stadium. Really nice block there by Evan Snyder. Sechrist powers ahead, down to the 2, 3rd and goal.
So 3rd and goal at the 3, like you said, critical drive for the Dogs. Up the middle, Brody Herr not going to get in. Maybe a pickup of 1. It's going to bring up 4th down. The question is, do you try for the 3 or do you just go for the touchdown?
Well, Ethan Miller on the tackle, helmet comes off, so he has to come out. So the leading tackler for the Seals and kind of their spirit on the defensive side has to come out for that one play. Bulldogs looking to Coach Gravish for the play call. Now going to take a timeout. Talk about this one a little bit more.
Well, and hats off to take the timeout. You can't take them with you into halftime. So 49 ticks on the clock. That's 49.5, and the Bulldogs up 21-0 if you're just tuning in. Thanks again for our listeners and our viewership all year. Tonight with the audio, let us know where you're listening from. All across the globe, man, we've had people from overseas on military bases, from Mexico to Canada, from the Southeast all the way to California and then some. So thanks again for listening tonight. We appreciate you. We appreciate our sponsors and our patrons.
And a correction on that. So that timeout was actually called by Selinsgrove. So Ethan Miller again, helmet comes off. He has to come out for a play, I believe. I don't think if you call the timeout, he gets to come back in. It'll set up the 4th and goal from the 2, 49.5 seconds ago for the Bulldogs. Right in the middle of the field, actually on the right hash at Thompson Street Stadium.
You got it. 4th and goal from the 2. Can the Dogs, they're knocking on the door. Elijah Jordan hands off. It's Bo Sechrist all alone. Does he get in? Touchdown. Just enough. And you know what, Doug? You called it. Where did they run? They ran to Ethan Miller's spot.
Yep, ran right to it, right up the middle where Miller normally is in on the mix, just to the right of Mason Larson from the center. Owen Vandruff, Slate Sechrist leading the way there. Bo Sechrist 2 yards on 4th down touchdown.
Paul Hale looking to go 4 for 4 and hit the cycle tonight with PATs. Snap is back, hold is down, it's up. This one's pure. It's good. Paul Hale hits for the cycle. 4 for 4 on PATs. Bulldogs go up 28-0. It's been a little methodical tonight, but these drives have been sustainable. Selinsgrove not laying down, not falling asleep at the wheel, but when the Bulldogs aren't hyper penalized, they consistently put points on the board, and that is the difference. When you can limit the penalties, the only way you can defeat yourself is you stop yourself with the plays. Offensive penalties, initially personal foul, -15. There was a holding play, another personal foul. So 3 penalties for 40 yards tonight, but they stopped drives.
Even with that, the Bulldogs will take the 2-yard Bo Sechrist run on 4th down, 44.6 seconds ago here before halftime. Bulldogs convert. Hale PAT, 3rd one in a row, 4th one in a row. Bulldogs 28, Seals nothing. And Nate, that's a good call. Kind of been not a quick strike, not the big play, a little bit more methodical. The nice punt return by Ethan Snyder sets up that drive initially. Paul Hale, nice conversion on the Seals side of the play for a big 1st down to set up the 1st and goal. Sechrist takes it in the final 2 yards. Coming up with our Joe's Equipment kickoff here by Evan Snyder. Give Aaron and our crew a call. Steel Products, Parts and Service, 570-398-1391.
That kick is deeper. Returnable. It's number 2. Martinez down the sideline. Initial contact was made, I believe, by Pauling. Nice job on his part to force Selinsgrove out just inside the 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark it down. They're going to give him the 32, actually, 33.
That return goes to the Jersey Shore sideline, so the ball will stay on that hash mark on the home side. Amato in at quarterback. Seals looking for a big play here before half. Bulldogs looking to seal the shutout here in the first and second quarter.
They got to get something. They got to try something, and this is where they've got to not give Bastion any wiggle room. They got to get out here and shadow him. Trips right. Amato's going to go over the middle. It's a screen, slippery screen, well defended by Bo Sechrist. And again, not taking a chance with a sack there, getting the ball to the hot read, which was Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion from that wide out position, kind of drags across the middle. Amato delivers it to him right over the center, just short of the first down, 9 yards, but he does go out of bounds 30.8 seconds ago. You can bet maybe not on this play, but they're going to try and really stretch it down the field here to Bastion or Rice in this series.
And Bastion is an absolute beast of a wide receiver at 6'1", 205, being looked at by the Bloomsburg Huskies right now for the next level. Amato has time. He's pressured, though. Thompson! More ballots come in, Doug, for that Todd Rischel Evergreen Wealth Solutions. He's the color of money. I'll tell you, Luke Thompson, what a sack. He's 3 for 3 on the night.
Really nice job there because Amato was looking to Bastion on the fly there, trying to be defended by Elijah Jordan. But again, no time for Amato to set the feet to throw. Thompson, nice sack there, and that'll be the last play of the first half. Bulldogs 28, Seals 0. Thompson seals it with the sack here before the break. You're listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network, on YouTube, Bear 999, and CentralPASports.com.
B.A. Meixel is a local residential and commercial electrical contractor. With over 14 years serving central Pennsylvania, B.A. Meixel has built up relationships with hundreds of home and business owners in Jersey Shore and beyond. Trust B.A. Meixel's trained electricians for all of your electrical needs. Take advantage of their industry-leading guarantees. 570-398-7837 today to find out more. B.A. Meixel Electric, a proud supporter of Jersey Shore sports.
Your local area insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson & Associates. They handle your home, auto, commercial, and life insurance needs. Let's talk life insurance. If something happened to you, would your family be prepared? Let McMahon, Ferguson & Associates craft the perfect Erie life insurance policy for you. Call 570-398-4090 or visit 1020 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore. Your local Erie insurance agency is McMahon, Ferguson & Associates.
Get ready to hit the road with these great trips this fall through Susquehanna Trailways. November 6th, a trip to Tioga Downs Casino. Jump on the bus to King of Prussia Mall November 10th. The American Music Theater on the 19th. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade November 28th. And 3 trips to New York City November 30th, December 14th, and 21st. Call Susquehanna Trailways 570-322-5361 Monday through Friday between 8 and 4. And check out the Trailways Facebook page and website for more info.
Fred Ham Disposal has proudly served the community with residential and commercial trash removal for the last 55 years. They're a family-owned company that cares about the environment and their customers, providing extensive trash removal and recycling options. Their fleet of trucks provide reliable pickup service, and they give you a chance to pay your bill online. Fred Ham Disposal, here for you. Call 570-398-1814. Fred Ham Disposal.
Everything you need in one place. Jiffy Market in Jersey Shore. Now your first choice for great hot food, breakfast sandwiches, bagels, French toast sticks, boneless wings, hash browns, garbage fries, and taco wraps. PA lottery tickets and skill games and ATM fresh-made sandwiches, meat and cheese by the pound, snacks, candy, slushies, and more. All at Jiffy Market. Everything you need in one place. Across from the post office in downtown Jersey Shore. Stop and shop. Jiffy Market in Delhi.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Life moves pretty fast, and so does technology. So we should be proud that after over 40 years, Reese's Print Shop in Lock Haven still provides excellent work for everyone in Bear Country. So many other print shops have closed their doors, but Randy Reese still offers digital and offset printing at competitive prices, and they're fast. Reese's Print Shop, 7 East Main Street, Lock Haven. Stop in, email randy@reesesprintshop.com or call 570-748-6528. Reese's Print Shop. See what we can do for you or your company.
It seems like there's an automotive parts store on every corner, and they all probably have the part or product you need. But do they know what you need? And do they know they have it? For automotive parts and knowledge, come to the automotive parts store that has automotive experience, Napa Auto Parts. The staff at Napa Auto Parts has the experience to answer your questions and make sure you get what you need. Napa Auto Parts, Hogan Boulevard, Mill Hall, and Bridge Street, Jersey Shore. Napa Auto Parts, Central PA's trusted source for automotive parts and knowledge for generations.
Want to score big with your financial future? At Evergreen Wealth Solutions, we're the MVPs of financial planning, helping you tackle your goals with a winning strategy. Call Todd Rischel, certified financial planner, and get in the game. Real people serving real people, we manage your assets as if they were our own. 570-601-6960, 570-601-6960. Let Todd Rischel be the quarterback of your financial planning strategy. Evergreen Wealth Solutions in Williamsport.
Caring for customers with old school values. That's X-Agway in Jersey Shore. They have been providing home and ag products for decades. Lawn and garden, pets, wild birds, or supplies for around the home or farm. Make it X-Agway. 8 till 5 weekdays till noon Saturday. 112 Harris Street in Jersey Shore. 570-398-2770 for X-Agway in Jersey Shore.
Now is the time to reserve space for your pup at Sweet Dreams Pet Resort on Sunrise Lane in Mill Hall for this fall and winter. Individual indoor suites for your best friend featuring raised dog beds, grooming on site, air conditioning, radiant heat, and outdoor playground. Take advantage of weekday doggy daycare. 570-377-0340. Fully licensed and insured, fully staffed on-site security at all times. Online at SweetDreamsPetResort.com. Find us on Facebook, Sweet Dreams, where we treat your dog like family.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your local Erie agent is Brigandy, Gleghorn, and Hafley. Get a quote today.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter, halftime here at Thompson Street Stadium. Jersey Shore 28, the Selinsgrove Seals nothing. Bulldogs kind of had an interesting start to the ball game. Big penalty on the first drive, and then a fumble on their second drive that looked like they had a little something cooking early. And then the Selinsgrove returned to favor, a fumble as well, but then finally Shore got a score on a 21-yard run by Evan Snyder on a nice jet sweep to the Jersey Shore side of the field with 4:33 to go here in the first quarter. Paul Hale added the PAT. Hale has taken over the point after kicking duties, and the Bulldogs led with 4:33 to go here in the first quarter, 7-0. And then in the second quarter, Shore kind of took control of the ball game, had 3 scoring drives, extended that lead to the 28-0 at the half. Elijah Jordan found Bo Sechrist on a scramble, 9:33 mark on a 35-yard touchdown pass. Hale added his second PAT. Shore led 14-0. And a little bit later in the second quarter, Jordan to Thompson again on a scramble. 4-yard touchdown pass found Thompson wide open in the back of the end zone. The Hale PAT was good. And with 4:17 to go, Shore led 21-0. And then right before the break, Bo Sechrist on a 4th and 2 scored on a 2-yard run. Nice run just off the right side of the center, Mason Larson. The Hale PAT again was good. And Shore leads at the half 28-0 here in the first round of the District 4 4A playoffs against traditional rival Selinsgrove. Give you a couple stats here. We'll start with the defensive stats, and boy, led the way tonight is Luke Thompson, the junior defensive end position. 5 tackles, 3 sacks, and another tackle for a loss, in addition to the touchdown catch that we just mentioned. Really has been the difference for the Bulldog defense. Landon Rea, nice first half as well. 3 tackles and a fumble recovery. Zeke Sechrist, Bo Sechrist, both with 4 tackles. Paul Hale, Landon Rea with 3, along with Owen Vandruff, and then Slate Sechrist with 1, Elijah Jordan with 2. Slate Sechrist credit with a sack as well. Noah Pauling with the additional tackle for the Bulldog defense, but the Bulldog defense pitching the shutout here at the break. 28-0 Jersey Shore. On the offensive side for the Bulldogs, running game has been the difference. 130 yards rushing, sprinkled between 5 different ball carriers for the Bulldogs. Bo Sechrist, 7 carries, 33 yards, and that 1 yard, 1 touchdown, 2 yards right before the break. Brody Hurd, 10 carries for 35. Elijah Jordan, 5 for 13. Evan Snyder, 2 for 40, and that 21-yard jet sweep touchdown. Noah Pauling, 1 for 5, but Pauling does have that fumble on the second offensive drive of the ball game. Through the air, Elijah Jordan, 8 for 14, 152 yards, so very efficient there. 2 touchdowns, that 35-yarder to Bo Sechrist, and that 4-yarder to Luke Thompson, being the difference through the air for the Bulldogs. In the reception game, Paul Hale, 3 for 51, longest of 22. Luke Thompson, 1 for 4 for that touchdown. Evan Snyder, 2 for 31, longest of 24. And then Bo Sechrist, 1 for 35, but that's a big one with the touchdown on the post play from Elijah Jordan. So that is our scoring recap, some stats from Coach Chris Davis, and we give thanks to him all season long for compiling those for us. Really appreciate that. I know everyone does. 5:19 to go here in the Weary's Pine Creek Inn and Weary's Painting and Contracting halftime here at Thompson Street Stadium. We're going to take one break. You're listening to Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Always supporting the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, it's the Twilight Diner in Loganton, open 7 days and featuring a full menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and daily specials. So good, people ask for their food by name, and they bring that great taste on the road with the Twilight Diner on wheels. And now at this area's newest venue for weddings, reunions, and gatherings, Miller's Barn in Tylersville. Hold your next event in the middle of Amish country. Twilight Diner, 603 North Mill Street, Loganton. 570-725-3911 for takeout.
A proud supporter of the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, TLC Fuels is a family-owned local business. Established in 1998, TLC Fuels serves residential, farm, and commercial customers from their Jersey Shore location just off of Route 220 at the Pine Creek exit. From fuel oil to diesel fuel and gasoline, TLC Fuels has thrived on a consistent dedication to you and your family. Call 570-753-5722 today.
It's the final Pine Creek Seed Farm Corn Maze weekend of the season. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This weekend it's the Nature Fest, and Friday is Glow Night. Hear Jersey Shore playoff football on the big screen Friday night. Enjoy the Clark McLean Band and Bubby and Swells on stage Saturday evening, and axe throwing all weekend. Sunday, it's theme trivia. Bulk of your entry fee this week goes to a local nonprofit organization. Corn Maze Weekend, Pine Creek Seed Farm, 33 Seeds Lane just off the Pine Creek exit, Route 220, Jersey Shore.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank, but did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Sounds like wipers. If your wipers are streaking, skipping, chattering, or even worse, loud, you need to visit AutoZone and get some fresh new blades. We've got basic wipers to get you back on the road, as well as premium blades from Bosch and Rain-X. So if you're hearing this, just head to your nearest AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
41 years serving the Jersey Shore community. All Round Tire, your hometown service and tire sales center. Family owned and operated, All Round Tire features Cooper, many other tire brands including Michelin and Firestone. Make us your first choice not only for passenger, light truck, farm, and ag tires, but also for service, brakes, exhaust, belts, and hoses, and we offer the only vulcanized flat repairs in the area. PA State Inspection 2, open weekdays 8 till 5, Saturday till noon. All Round Tire, Cement Hollow Road, Jersey Shore. Dave Winkleman and the team at Anchor Realty in Lock Haven are always one step ahead of their competition. Anchor, a full-service real estate company serving Lycoming, Clinton, and Center counties with top-level personnel that can help you buy or sell. Community-oriented, ready to help you when you need it. Anchor Realty, 57 Bellefonte Avenue, Lock Haven, 570-858-0777. Remember, home is where you drop your anchor.
Your destination for Kubota is Daughter Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64. Soon the cool down will begin and fall chores will be the order of the day. Daughter Equipment knows that and has a fantastic selection of Kubotas in stock to handle everything from mowing grass to pushing snow. Kubota has the best quality equipment from tractors of all sizes, side-by-sides, track hoes, skid steer loaders, and even farm equipment. For everything from Kubota, visit Daughter Equipment, just south of Mill Hall on Route 64.
Reliable. That word sums up Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. Stocked and ready to go for fall and winter, Hollick's Coal and Oil is a phone call away. 570-398-1190. A fixture in the community for the last 74 years, Hollick's Coal and Oil will fill you up shortly after you call. Hollick's Coal and Oil in Jersey Shore. 570-398-1190.
It's time for an insurance review. Every now and then you need to know you're getting the best coverage at the best price. So here's a phone number, 570-865-5191. State Farm agent Jason Eberhardt will give you an overview and make recommendations on how you can protect yourself and your family. Auto, home, life, health, property, or business, it's Eberhardt State Farm. Available online at insurejerseyshore.com. Eberhardt State Farm, their new offices, 600 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore.
Hey campers, Graham here from C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV. Don't store your old RV another winter. Save thousands on a new camper this fall, and we'll store it for free. We have a great selection of 2023 and 2024 models with end-of-season pricing. So buy now, and when you're ready to camp next spring, we'll have your new camper ready. Visit us in the beautiful Pine Creek Valley or browse online at chwaltzoutdoor.com. Adventure awaits at C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV.
On the way from here to there, make it the Oval Country Store, Middle Road in Oval, part of the beautiful Nippenose Valley. Oval Country Store, snacks, candy, foodstuffs, the best sandwiches you'll find, fresh made for you. Eat in or take out, 570-745-7777. Gas up, grab the food and drinks you need to get through the weekend on the way from here to there. Oval Country Store, Middle Road, Oval, just off Route 44. Folks at Oval Country Store say, go Bulldogs!
WQBR 99.9 FM.
Doug Byerly, Nate Carpenter, just before the end of halftime here, about 2 minutes to go. Weary's Pine Creek Inn, again, one of our sponsors at halftime, Route 44 North. Give them a call for great food, great venue in the Pine Creek Valley, 570-865-6630. And Weary's Painting and Contracting. Over 20 years experience, Weary's Painting and Contracting stands by its professionalism, broad range of painting, drywall, contracting services, 570-398-4817. And if I can get Coach Hale over here, we're going to do our Susquehanna Trailways out-of-town scoreboard for all your group transportation needs. Tours, charters, school buses, contact us at 570-322-5361. And coming up in the second half are Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rissell, player of the ball game. They manage your assets as if they were their own. 570-601-6960 for Evergreen Wealth Solutions, a color of money, and Todd Rissell in Williamsport. Both teams back out on the field. Jersey Shore just coming out, running just past their home sideline. Seals here in the left-hand end zone, warming up, stretching out. Some fireworks coming up from Denny Thompson and the fans on the hill, adding to the atmosphere at Thompson Street Stadium. As Coach Gravish says, one of the great places to watch high school football here in Pennsylvania, right here in Jersey Shore, PA, Lycoming County, Central PA. Fireworks off here, but we'll get some scores here right before halftime. Again, the Bulldogs lead 28-0. Looking to put this one away with a score or two here, and hopefully in quarter number 3. Good overall first quarter for the Bulldogs, first half for the Bulldogs. Coach finally got him up here. So Southern Columbia has extended the lead 32-0 over Hughesville. Sock and Warrior Run tied at 7 in the third quarter. Shamokin 29-0 over Athens. So the winner of this game will play at Shamokin next week. Troy will win 49-0 over South Williamsport at the half, has 7. Towanda and Bloomsburg getting a good one, 21-20 Towanda at the break. Bellefonte 26-6 over Greater Johnstown in the third quarter. That could be a down-the-road opponent in 4A. Scranton Prep 42-0 over Tunkhannock at the half. Dallas 27-6 over Honesdale. Crestwood and Valley View, that's a good one, 7-7 at the half. Williamsport in the 6A playoff, trailing a Hazleton team they beat early in the year, 6-0 Hazleton at the half. Hollidaysburg all over Taylor Alderus, 41-0, no surprise there. Del Val, big win as well, 31-0 over Pittston in the third quarter. And that is all we have. Of course, LHU on the road this week. Please tune in to Nick Severini, and he's doing the ball game tonight. Montoursville, Mifflinburg, that is a score. That is actually a game tomorrow. Nick will be doing that ball game tomorrow evening after the LHU ball game. So Nick has a busy slate tomorrow. Please tune in. Bear Country, 99.9 FM for Nick Severini on the call of Montoursville, Mifflinburg, and the LHU Bald Eagle football team tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you what, Doug, even the Selinsgrove faithful that took the trip tonight here to Thompson Street for the second half, we're pretty excited about those fireworks. Hats off again to the family on the hill, Denny Thompson and the gang. Appreciate all you do for Bulldog football. Second half about to start here. 28-0 is the score. Jersey Shore up. Thanks again to Jim Carpenter for the out-of-town time of possession. Evan Snyder, this one's a little deeper. It's going to go deep. Return, 20, 25, gets a block. Met by Boo Sechrist. Textbook tackle down around the 30. Boy, that was a big hit.
Score shown on the return, number 10, from about his own 10-yard line. Decent return outside the 30. Selinsgrove will certainly take that. Again, Seals searching for an answer here. Certainly looking to get the ball in Gavin Bastion or Ethan Miller's hands here. Stretch the field a little bit. Get on the scoreboard, trying to get back in the ball game. Just underway here, third quarter. 11:50 to go. Bulldogs lead 28-0.
Selinsgrove going to try to get some points on the board. They're going to start off in the Wildcat with a single back. That's a penalty. The center literally picked the football up 2 feet off the ground and put it back down. He can't do that. So it's a false start. I don't know what that's all about. Like, I don't normally see that. You see him move the ball occasionally, but he literally picked it up 2 to 3 feet off the ground. Not the way you want to start your second half.
Yeah, they let you adjust it a little bit, but they don't let you pick it up. That's a motion there. So 1st and 15 for the Seals.
Bastion in the gun. Bastion's going to roll left. He does cut back. Picks up 5. Gets the 5 back. It's going to bring up second down and 10.
Run to the left side there by Bastion. He comes up a little gimpy at the end of that play, but he is going to stay in the ball game at the quarterback position from the Wildcat there. Good combination tackle there. Thompson, Vandruff, Sechrist all in there. Gets almost all of the penalty back. 2nd and a long 10.
So the Bulldogs right now still have the starting unit in right now. Pauling steps up to Paul Hale's side to cover the Twins package. Bastion in the shotgun. Single right. Single back as Ethan Miller gets the handoff, and he is stoned at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a pickup of a half yard. We'll see.
Really good submarine work there. Brody Herr coming in the top, Landon Rea, number 53, Slade Sechrist, Vandruff. Again, we've talked about him. He has really become a stalwart guy there in that defensive line position. And tonight playing on the right side was Slade Sechrist back on the left defensive tackle.
They're going to keep Bastion in on 3rd down and 10. He has run for 10 yards at a clip this evening. We'll see if he can do it again. He's going to roll left. Does he get outside the box? He does, but Bo Sechrist and Paul Hale make a nice hit just inside the out-of-bounds mark. No flags on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, initially it looked like maybe Bastion was really going to be able to turn the corner, but nice run support there by Paul Hale in the secondary. Held that to about a 4-yard gain. Seals going to shuffle their special teams in. Elijah Jordan, Evan Snyder dropping deep to receive the punt at about their own 35.
Ethan Miller still a little gimpy from the first half when he was run down from the game-saving touchdown tackle. Noah Walters been busy tonight on the punt duties, and we've yet to really see Evan or Elijah break one. Snap is back. It's a decent kick. It's short. It's going to be returned. Nope. It hits the ground. They get out of the way. Evan Snyder shows like he might pick it up and decides not to. Very wise. Bulldogs will take over. Great field position, 41-yard line for their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, the punt was high enough, but it kind of, I think Evan read that, had that kind of a backward spin on it, and he came up to it, but then saw that it was going to hit and actually bounced toward the Selinsgrove side at the 42. So the Bulldogs will take that. 10:26 to go here. Third quarter up 28-0.
Elijah Jordan, like he started the first half off, he's going to be under center, was really effective out of the shotgun, but they want to be able to work from the gun and under center. So 1st and 10, 41. He's going to drop back. Immediate hitch. And I got to be honest with you, I thought that was a pick initially. But Evan Snyder.
There's a diving catch there by Evan Snyder. Right on the goal. Actually, they call that an incompletion, so he did not corral the football. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good job by Bastion. I thought it was a pick. Elijah under center. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Right to left goes Evan Snyder. Quick pitch left. It's the toss. Good block. Brody Herr doesn't break a tackle. Nice tackle by number 2, Andrew Martinez, along with Ethan Miller.
Looked like Herr was going to have a lane up inside, but then Ethan Miller coming from the inside forced Brody Herr to the outside. So gain of 3, 3rd and long here for the Bulldogs. Running clock, 10 minutes to go here, third quarter.
The Dogs want to convert here. 9:55 to go. It's in the gun. He's going to roll right. He's got lots of green. Thrown over the middle. Wide open. Oh, deflected. That's all in the deflection by Carlos Stutter. And I'll tell you what, he doesn't get a hand on that. That skinny post goes for 6.
Really nice read there by Elijah Jordan, but a better play at the end of it. Jordan saw that the receiver, which would have been Brody Herr, wide open, would have been Evan Snyder, wide open, but deflected away. So Snyder, with the incompletion, drops back. Clock stops, 9:48. Snyder going to punt this one away.
Snyder's done a good job tonight of keeping the ball away from Gavin Bastion, who's electric. This one's low. Another great kick from Snyder. Oh, this one bounces to Bastion, though. Bastion tries to get outside, being chased down. He gets down the sideline. Lots of green. Makes a cutback and tackled.
Well, there you can see why he's so dangerous, because he was hemmed in at about his own 30, able to make a man miss, go right up the sidelines right in front of us here at the Selinsgrove bench into Jersey Shore territory at the 45. So he is electric in the return game, is Gavin Bastion. Sets the Seals up on a short field here. 9:30 to go here, looking to get on the scoreboard.
You know, and Evan Snyder kind of rugby-style kicked that, a little Australian rules football. Unfortunately, it looked like it was going to bounce away from Bastion. It bounced right up to him. So 9:30 to go, under center. Amato. Bastion out taking a break. Fumble. The Dogs pick it up. Brody Herr's got it all alone. Does he go? He's taking it to the house. Brody Herr at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Bulldogs. 55-yard scoop and score. Brody Herr comes out of hiding after several weeks. It's like Groundhog Day. He came out and saw his shadow and took it to the house. Unbelievable. I don't believe, that's the crazy thing about football. Great field position for the Selinsgrove Seals. Amato goes under center, not sure about the exchange. Fumble hits the turf. Brody Herr's all alone, and he takes it to the house.
Super nice job there by the Bulldog defense. Hale on for the PAT.
It's good. So 5 for 5 for Paul Hale, and they're not clearing the the crossbar by a whole lot, but they're accurate, and that's all you need. Those PATs become even more valuable as you advance in the playoffs.
Well, in the pregame stats for both teams, one of the stats that really stood out was last year Jersey Shore had 38 turnovers from their defense. This year they have 9 and had no interception returns for a touchdown or anything like that. So that's the first defensive score for the Bulldogs all season long, and it comes at a great time. First round of the playoffs, third quarter here, 9:18 to go. Brody Herr, 55-yard scoop and score on the fumble by the Selinsgrove Seal. Hale adds a PAT, as Nate called his 5th of the ball game. Bulldogs get the game into the mercy rule. So, again, we are in the mercy rule no matter what happens from this point on. 35-0 Bulldogs, 9:18 to go here, third quarter.
What is ironic about that play? How often you see fumbles in the backfield taken to the end zone, but that ball was fumbled 5 yards past the line of scrimmage into Brody Herr's lap, and nobody was able to come up with a tackle on that. Brody Herr showed you the 100-meter track speed on that last touchdown run. So, again, 9:18 to go here in the third quarter. Just that quick, the Dogs do something miraculous. Evan Snyder kicking off. Deep to receive, Bastian. It's short, 40. Out to the 42. So, to be honest with you, that was only about 5 yards past the onside kick type range. So, not really what you want, but the Dogs will take it.
Neidig on the return, number 13 for Selinsgrove. Gives them good field position with the short kick. Again, outside their own 40-yard line at the 42. Seals will take over after the Brody Herr defensive touchdown, extends the lead to 35-0. Seals 1st and 10.
Bastian split out to the single side towards the Jersey Shore faithful. Big pressure. Zeke Sechrist wide open. Down the field he goes. Elijah Jordan doesn't make the tackle. It's going to be a touchdown. Broken play. So that pass over the middle to Jake Badal coming out of the tight end spot just kind of sat down in between safety and cornerback, caught it at about 15 yards. Amato was pressured. Zeke Sechrist inches from a sack. Amato got it off just in time, and the Bulldogs are beat because they brought pressure and they vacated their linebacking duties because they were blitzing. So give Selinsgrove credit. What hurts them is once it's mercy rule, it's mercy rule. So even though they score seconds after the 35 goes on the board, it'll be a continuous clock minus touchdowns and in certain instances. Kick is up. Kick is good. Hands go vertical. So we've got a 35-7 game with 8:57 to go. And, boy, if you're Selinsgrove, you're excited about the touchdown. You're not excited about the continuous clock.
That's a really nice play. You can see Amato's skills. Again, Amato is only a sophomore. First year as a starter. Rocco Amato just under 1,000 yards through the air there. Really nice delivery to Badal. He is only a junior, so Jake Badal will be back. Nice size there from the tight end position. Right up the seam, Nate.
It's a beautiful play.
58 yards for the score.
We always say this. You can coach sideline to sideline, and you can extend east to west. But so many times in high school, in the game of high school football, the tight ends aren't utilized. The middle of the field is never exploited. And, boy, Selinsgrove took advantage of that on that last pass play.
So the Seals convert, get on the scoreboard, 35-7. Our Joe's Equipment kickoff again all season long. Brought to you by Joe's Equipment, Aaron and her staff. Steel product, parts, service, cement drive, Jersey Shore. Give the crew there a call, 570-398-1391. Kickoff coming up here from the Seals, Walter.
This kickoff's a line drive. Bicked up. Bo Sechrist down the sideline, tripped up. And I'll tell you, beautiful tackle on the play by Carlos Studer. And I'll tell you, that's a game-saving tackle in some ways because it might not end up in a touchdown, but that's another 20 yards. He made an ankle tackle, which really limits the Bulldog field position. They're going to be starting at their own 29-yard line. We'll call it to 28. With 8:51 to go, up 35-7. Selinsgrove was able to strike on that last touchdown completion. Big gain on that play. Elijah Jordan's in the gun. He's got singles left and right. He's got Evans. It's handoff. Brody Herr again. Oh! Nearly took that one. You can tell Brody Herr's had a couple weeks off. He's healthy. He looks like he was shot out of a cannon on that last handoff.
Right up the center. Really nice job there by Mason Larson, Zach Myers, and Owen Vandruff. The middle three there on the offensive line for the Bulldogs. Brody Herr, 10 yards and a first down.
Elijah Jordan, the shotgun. It's 1st and 10. Right to left goes Thompson. Hands off to Bo Sechrist. Makes a cut. Makes a man miss. Stiff arms a guy. Out to nearly. It's stripped. You know, and people will say, you know, if you're not here at the game, obviously you're listening on the air. I don't like when officials don't blow a play dead and they know guys are ripping and stripping. You know, they'll blow things dead at times really early and then at times super late. Bo Sechrist was stood up. He was not going anywhere, and Selinsgrove had no intention of taking him to the ground. They wanted to force a fumble.
And players and teams are really schooled well in that, punching it out. We've seen that with Jersey Shore, ripping and stripping. Doesn't happen there. Bulldogs 2nd and short.
Twins left, Twins right in the gun. Elijah Jordan single back. Brody Herr. He's going to fake it and go up top. Brody Herr. Up the middle goes Elijah Jordan. He is so scatty. Out past the 40 down to the 35-yard line. I'll tell you, I would not want to be a defensive coordinator. When you go 4 wide like that and you have a man in the gun like that and he has that kind of time, he is so dangerous.
Nice conversion there, Brody Herr. First down, Bulldogs.
Elijah Jordan's going to look up top. Paul Hale on the skinny post. Carson Watkins wide open. Makes the catch. Down the sideline to the 15-yard line. We'll see they're marking him out at the 16. But again, that's that wrinkle. He is the kind of receiver that you need to have stay active in your game and in your route tree, and Elijah sees that and goes to Carson Watkins.
We have talked about that for several weeks, the opportunity to get Watkins involved in the passing game. Nice completion there.
Elijah Jordan shotgun. He's going to roll right. He's got lots of green. Does he go deep? He's got Evan Snyder open. He's going to throw this one short. Snyder gets a foot down. Do they call it a catch? No. Just out of bounds. He tried the tightrope act on the sideline. Didn't get that toe in. But a nice extension of the play on that. Elijah Jordan rolled as far as he could, bought as much time as he could. Evan Snyder sat down inside the end zone, then came back for the football, but just ran out of real estate. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Dogs up 35-7. It's 2nd down and 10.
Bulldogs taking a little bit more time. Still no huddle. Get the play from the sidelines, but not in a hurry here in the third quarter.
Elijah Jordan hands off. It's the counter. Brody Herr leaps a man into the secondary, out inside the 10. They're going to mark him down around the 9. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Solid move in the hole there. Evaded Ethan Miller to make that a much more effective run. Clock running, 5:30 to go here. Third quarter, Bulldogs on the march.
We'll call it 3rd and 3. Elijah Jordan the gun. Bo and Brody to his right. It's up the middle. Ethan Miller misses the tackle. There's a hold. Anytime that laundry comes in on the back end of a block, it's going to back the Dogs up. It's going to make it probably 3rd and 13. We'll see what the play is all about.
Yeah, the official from the side came in and gave the holding signal to the referee, so that will negate that play. Go from 3rd and about 3 to 3rd and long here for the Bulldogs.
Thanks again to Vince Swartz, always bringing you exceptional IT, videography, as well as handling all the nuts and bolts behind the scenes. Coach Sean Hale, we appreciate you taking us inside the locker room at times and teaching us the game. To Coach Chris Davis, too, on stats. Elijah Jordan, it's 3rd down. He's rolling right. He's got a man wide open in the middle. It's picked off. Oh, they're going to call it incomplete. I'll tell you what, we've called Studer's name and number. All of a sudden, 4's come to life here tonight at Thompson Street. I thought he had it.
looking for Carson Watkins was Elijah Jordan right in front of the goalpost. Really delivered a strike. Watkins was right there, but Suter had crept inside, almost came up with the interception. 4th and 13 for the Bulldogs.
You know, the Dogs 4th and 13, not sure what you drum up here, but they're going to roll right. It's going to be a route. Wide open, Evan Snyder. Oh, in and out of his hands. In and out of his hands, and I don't know if anybody got a hand on that. That was about as perfect a football can be thrown. Snyder attempted to make the catch, and again, I don't have the best vision. That was quite a distance away, but my goodness, the timing seemed perfect.
Wyatt Teets, number 11 for the Seals, on the coverage there. Again, hard to see if he got a hand in. Bastion as well, giving some coverage underneath, but a good delivery. But Jordan, you can tell he's a little frustrated as he goes to the free safety position. That one falls incomplete on 4th and 13. Seals take over. Running clock, 4:30 to go here, third quarter. Bulldogs, Jersey Shore leads 35-7.
Bastion lining up at tight end. Let's see if they do a jet with him. They motion him right to left, invert him a little bit. He's on the trip side. Amato has time. Never got started. Anytime that seems to happen and you spit and sputter before you get the play off, it's always going to be some sort of procedure penalty on the offense. So they're going to back him up 5 yards. They've really tried to get Bastion involved more in the offense. And Amato has had a little bit more time in the last couple series, striking with the tight end dump over the middle for their last 7 points. Bastion will start on the right side. In the gun, Amato, single back, Ethan Miller, twins left. It's 1st and 15. It's snap is back, looks to the trip side. It's Studer in the flats, well defended by Nolan Pauling. And we've talked about having the time to get the safety over on those particular out routes. Pauling very speedy, able to make that tackle and really limit the Seals to a pickup of 3 on first down.
And Pauling's really become a solid guy there from that free safety position. Really super experienced, only being a 9th grader, a freshman, looking to be a big contributor next couple years for the Bulldog D.
Good to see Ethan Miller in there, what appears to be fairly healthy. Left to right motion, Bastion. Miller in the back. Going to hit Bastion. No, they're going to go. It's got pressure. Brody Herr. He sacks him into the backfield. Brody Herr had the time, able to make a nice pursuit penetration to get depth into that backfield. So Brody Herr comes from linebacker to tackle for loss. A big loss on the play. Backs Selinsgrove back up to, we'll see where they spot this football.
Bulldog defense really has played well. Thompson leading the way with those 3 sacks in the first half, but the Brody Herr scoop and score, 55-yard touchdown fumble return adds to it here in quarter number 3.
They're going to look to Bastion. Pressure again over the middle. Boom, big hit. It's, oh my gosh, intercepted. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Owen
Vandruff, give that dog a bone tonight. Give that dog a bone. Owen Vandruff has been the guts to the glory this year on the line. The leadership of the senior, unbelievable. I got goosebumps. Owen Vandruff, senior, O-line, D-line, 6'1", 255. The initial pursuit, tackle, not sure who made the initial contact, but Amato was lit up in the backfield and picked off in the air by Owen Vandruff, who takes it 7 yards to pay dirt. You can't drum it up. You can't draft it up. Just something, if you're a lineman, you dream about having an opportunity to score a touchdown, and they do.
Isn't it interesting that the defense doesn't score all season long and scores earlier on a 55-yard scoop and score by Brody Herr, and then, boy, we do not know who the sack. Coach Davis beside me, and he said, I didn't see who got the sack either, but the hit from behind on Amato while he was throwing right to Owen Vandruff. Johnny on the spot, the senior defensive lineman, gets the interception. That's not a fumble. The interception and trots in for the score. 2:18 to go here. The Bulldogs extend the lead 41-0. Paul Hale on for the PAT attempt.
That's just so exciting. Hats off to you, young man. Owen Vandruff gets the touchdown. Paul Hale. This one's low. Is it through? Oh, this one's wide. Had enough height. It was a dart, just wide. So 5 of 6 tonight for Paul Hale. Actually, no, 6 of 7 for Paul Hale.
So Coach did get confirmation that sack was by Brody Herr. So Brody Herr involved in both scoring defensive plays, one on the scoop and score fumble return by him. There on the sack, right as Amato was throwing, Owen Vandruff with the INT. That's got to be the first defensive lineman or even linebacker INT in quite a while, probably a year plus for the Bulldog defense.
I think Connor Davis was involved in some deflections in the playoffs, and he had a couple of picks years ago. But, you don't see that on a consistent basis, Doug, and you're right. I mean, to happen on the stage it happened tonight, Owen Vandruff really just – you dream about that as a lineman. You can watch all the film you want, but you got to make plays, and that's set up by Brody Herr, who, by the way, you live in a small town, saw his mom and family out last night. He was kind of under the weather, didn't feel his best. And if he's not feeling his best, I'd hate to see him at his best. So great pressure by Brody Herr. Looks like there was a penalty, too, somewhere along the way. They're going to march this forward. So Evan Snyder actually now kicking off from the 45 of the Seals. 2:18 to go. He hits a dart down inside. It hits the hand and goes into the end zone. So anytime in high school it breaks that plane and goes into the end zone, it's a touchback. So the Seals will start at their own 20.
So the first time Joe's Equipment kickoff comes from the opponent's territory. Again, Evan Snyder from the 45 gets that one to bounce all the way into the end zone. 2:17 to go here, third quarter. Bulldogs' 2 defensive touchdowns have been the story here in quarter number 3. Again, first 55-yard scoop and score by Brody Herr on the fumble. And then the sack by Herr, interception by Owen Vandruff, the senior defensive lineman, for the score. Bulldogs lead 41-7.
Again, we appreciate all of the sponsors this year. It's 2 minutes to go here, third quarter. Another flag on Selinsgrove. And, we've seen this quite a bit this year early in the season from Jersey Shore. When you motion guys and you need 7 guys on the line, you can't have 2 guys in motion at the same time. So if one guy's not set, it's a penalty. You can motion 4 guys on a play, but they can't be in motion at the same time. And you got to end up with 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. So the second series where Selinsgrove has put themselves at 1st and 15.
And that's always a tough situation to be in. Never want to be behind the sticks offensively, even though this one seems to be pretty well in hand. Seals want to put together some positive drives here rest of the ball game.
The sophomore Amato looking good on that last series. Under center, he's going to look to the side, to the twin side. He looking for Bastion, and he's just snowed in. And, hats off to Amato. He saw his guys were covered up. He's not outside the tackles. And rather than throw the ball away and get picked, he takes the sack, and it's another big loss. I'm not sure who was in on that sack either.
Slate Sechrist initially, but then Brody Herr really cleaned it up. He'll get credit for that one. But the pressure initially by Slate Sechrist caused Amato to have to pull that football down. So Bulldog defense really playing well here in quarter number 3. Love to see it.
I think Brody saw the Luke Thompson early balloting, and he wants to get in on the Evergreen Solutions as well. A few votes coming in for him. Under center Amato, it's 2nd down and 24. Big loss. Ethan Miller gets the handoff, and he is just met. Maybe a loss of 1 on that play. We'll see.
Kudos there, Landon Rea from the nose guard position, just not giving up any ground, and that's what you want your nose guard to do. Just stay in there. Don't get pushed back, because then everything gets pinched inside. No gain on that play for the Bulldog defense. Really overall, other than that Ethan Snyder run early in the ball game, they played pretty well.
Absolutely, and Selinsgrove just all of a sudden, not that they're imploding, but the Dogs just dialing it up. And when you're one-dimensional and you can't consistently throw the football, you're in trouble. 3rd and 24. Amato's going to look over the middle. He's nearly sacked. He's going to go deep to Bastion. Oh. They're going to call pass interference, but the reality is 3 Bulldogs in really good position on the play. It's just one of those, the officials are going to say, hey, we're going to throw a flag, so it isn't an automatic first down, so we'll see where the spot goes in high school. Bastion able to high point that football. So it's going to be 3rd and doable, 3rd and 5 probably for Selinsgrove.
Yeah, we never want to be critical of the officials. I thought that was one where you could have let it go. Bastion was going up, had a chance to make the catch. 3 Bulldog defenders around him. There was some contact, but the ball was really right there.
Right.
But the pass interference comes. Again, it's not a first down, but that is the end of the third quarter. On that play, you are listening to Jersey Shore Bulldog High School Football, the A-League 41-7 on the Bear Country Sports Network, CentralPASports.com.
Grab your chance at the new scratch-off ticket, Witches Brew Bucks, giving you a chance at 10 top prizes of $100,000. You must be at least 18 years old to play. The Pennsylvania Lottery again generated more than $1 billion last year for programs for older Pennsylvanians. Visit our Facebook page, Bear Country 99.9 FM WQBR, and get your chance to win Witches Brew Bucks scratch-off tickets. Like the page, like the post, then sign up to win. From the Bear.
WQBR 99.9 FM.
The good Dr. Nate Carpenter. I'm back with Doug Byerly here, Vince Swartz, Coach Chris Davis on stats, and he's sending us those on the hot wire. Jim Carpenter, thanks for the time of possession and the plays. To Coach Hale for all he does. To Dr. Dave and Karen back at the station here at the Bear Country Sports Network. We're in Week 11 if you're just tuning in, and we're going to start the fourth quarter here real soon. 41-7 is the score. It's 3rd and 9. Selinsgrove got the pass interference call. Amato under center. They're going to try and convert. He's going to go up top. Open over the middle. It's Bastion. There's a flag. And that's definitely a flag. You know, the last one was questionable, but that right there, you know, Bastion has a right to the football. They sort of got him up around the helmet, in route. Pass interference, absolutely the call. It's going to be first down, so give Selinsgrove credit. In a much-needed hour to convert, they're able to do so because they were really backed up. A lot of pressure to Amato's way here in the second half. Luke Thompson having a field night. Brody Herr having a field night, not just with the scoop and score on the fumble, but also the sack that led to the Owen Vandruff interception from the line of scrimmage position. Continuous clock as we are in the mercy rule, so it's 11.5 to go here, fourth quarter. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk about who's tuning in from where in just a moment. Amato under center, Twins right. Bastion alone out here. You're going to look to Bastion. He's pressured. Vandruff's there. Amato able to connect for 2 or 3 yards. Nice job by Amato because Owen Vandruff got penetration. Nearly made the sack.
Catch on the play by Martinez. 11:08 to go here again, running clock. Final quarter here at Thompson Street Stadium this year. First round of the District 4 4A playoffs. Bulldogs on the way to a big win, 41-7.
Under center, Amato. Single back, Ethan Miller, Twins right, Bastion alone here. Ethan Miller gets the touch, and he's just met and tackled for what looks like a half-yard loss.
Run defense of the Bulldogs been pretty consistent. Other than that Ethan Miller run, that play on where he got injured early in the ball game, 40-plus yards, they've been really solid up front. Out of that, Alex Jackson, 5-2 defense, bringing up 3rd and 11.
3rd down 11, Amato under center. Bastion, the single man out here closer to the visitor sideline. Single back, Ethan Miller. He's going to look to Bastion. He's the hot read. He's got him deep. He's open. Paul Hale's there. They're calling a flag there, too. To be honest with you, I thought it was offensive pass interference initially. They're going to call Paul Hale for the penalty. Again, we're not going to get ticky-tack tonight. You hear me consistently say absolutely. But I think that last call right there, all of a sudden, we're seeing a situation a lot of times where the officials go, I hate to say, from making a consistent call, making the right call, to looking to make calls. Paul Hale had blanket coverage on Bastion. Bastion actually pushed off, and then they called the penalty on Paul Hale. So that's going to be another 1st and 10 for Selinsgrove.
Penalties have been the story on this drive for the Seals. They've really helped them ball out near midfield, right in the middle of the field for Selinsgrove.
Under center, Amato, Twins left, single. It's the end around. Luke Thompson's there. Bastion, and brought down. No, Bastion still has it. Oh, it's going to be a flag. And Evan Snyder, in fairness, Evan Snyder was tripped up. Evan had a hold of Bastion, and he tripped out of bounds. So it is late. It is definitely the right call. Tackle made out of bounds further than where it should have been. So, boy, the 12th man for Selinsgrove on this particular drive is the penalties and the fact that the Bulldogs aren't helping themselves.
3 big penalties here on this drive. Luke Thompson comes up a little bit slow there after not able to bring Bastion down on that play. Kind of strained his back a little bit, but with the starters still in for Selinsgrove, the Bulldogs have kept their starters in the game here in the fourth quarter. 9:23 to go here, running clock.
Selinsgrove, they're not gonna lay down. Even though we're in the mercy rule, 41-7, 9:15 to go here. Amato under center. Bastion gets a breather. Single back Ethan Miller. They're going to go to Ethan right off tackle on the right side. Big tackle. Ethan Miller met immediately. Zeke Sechrist comes off the edge with the tackle. He's gone and worn 32 and 51 and 59 this year. So each week it's like, where's Waldo in the sense of what number might he wear?
Running clock under 9 minutes here. 8:45 to go. Again, Jersey Shore 41. Selinsgrove 7. Really, the Seals just looking to put some icing on the cake from their perspective. A couple more points on the board. This one in the books here for the Bulldogs in the first round of the 4A playoffs.
I look to them to go up top again here in the matchup with Paul Hale to Bastion. Here he is.
Now you tell me, Nate, that he didn't shove Paul Hale.
Oh, yeah.
He shoved him right away.
The last 2 plays.
And he let him get away with that. And the ball falls incomplete. But that absolutely, again, nothing against Bastion. He's a great player.
Right.
But he made space there by pushing Paul Hale aside. Paul Hale had the inside position right where you want them to be. That should have been an offensive pass interference penalty.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. And again, how often, Doug, are you and I on the same page with critiquing certain things in a negative fashion? We try to keep the program positive. The reality is Bastion is a physical receiver. He likes to create that space, and the last 2 times he's pushed off, and neither one is called for. Miller, the single back, Amato under center, 3rd down and 9. Let's see if the Dogs can get heat. They come. Up the middle, Amato, he's got heat, and he's sacked. We talked about it. Good coverage. Nolan Pauling had coverage. Paul Hale had coverage. Evan Snyder had coverage. Big tackle for loss.
Talon Lope on the sack there for the Bulldogs. So the freshman from the defensive nose guard position able to get in the backfield, make a big sack on that play. Yeah, not sure why the clock is stopped. Again, we had that last week in Central Mountain. That clock is only supposed to stop. Oh, there was a holding penalty. Okay, my bad on that play.
No, it's the whole.
Sorry about that.
Well, it's hard to say. They didn't tack any. They negated the penalty, so they declined the penalty. Now Selinsgrove is going to take a timeout. But normally, you're right. It doesn't stop. But the penalty, no yards, declined it because of the sack. It's 4th and 19. So normally we need an abacus to do certain stats. We really have to follow because it's gotten penalty happy here in the fourth quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in tonight. We're gonna talk about the who's who among us from Hamptonville, North Carolina, Joey Reinhardt, Cogan Station, Chris Pope, Erie County, Dennis Kirshner, Grape Creek, Texas, Tom Ungard. Here are the faithful, the Hopple home. We love you, Kristen. Shout out to you up on Walnut Street. From Alexandria, Virginia, Matt Welshans. From Oval, right over here in the Valley, Dalton Hill, Lewistown, Robert Fields. And Bonnie Thornton from Flemington. From east to west, north to south, from right here in your own backyard. We appreciate those listening tonight. It's 4th and 19. The Alex Jackson 5-2 defense. They've got to get heat because I guarantee Bastion is on the other end of a potential reception or another penalty. Amato under center. 35-yard line. The Dogs they get pressure. Thompson, they're going to go deep. And Paul Hale did a great job. Paul Hale did a great job on that because it was physical. Handsy, but Paul Hale had his back to Bastion. Bastion was towards the rear of the end zone. Luke Thompson had fallen down, which gave Amato just enough time to step up in the pocket, throw a 35-yard ball to the end zone that was not complete, so turned over on downs. The Bulldogs will take over. So Paul Hale went to war on that particular drive and got the better of him in the end.
One-on-one with the best player from the opposing team. Really nice play there on the defensive side for the Bulldogs.
Luke Ryan into the game, twin side here. In the gun, Elijah Jordan. Hands off up the middle immediately. Good pursuit by the defense. Selinsgrove very stingy on that first down, limiting Bo Sechrist to 1 yard.
Again, both starting units still in the ball game. The Seals have not substituted at all, so the Bulldogs have stayed with the starting units here late in the ball game. Clock running, 6:42 to go.
Elijah Jordan in the gun. He's going to hand off. No, he's going to keep it. They're going to run option. He keeps it. Defensive end. He's going down the sideline. Big pickup. Elijah Jordan read the end on the option, kept pitch relationship, but tucked it up because the end went with Brody Herr. Big pickup on second down for Elijah Jordan to move the chains.
Bulldogs now on the Seals side of the 50, ball marked officially at the 47. Taking their time here, even out of the no huddle, just looking to Coach Gravish for the play call.
In the gun to Brody Herr. Brody Herr up the middle. Brody Herr down to the outside. And this gets to the point now with 5.5 to go. You start to talk about substitutions. You start to talk about preservation of health. And just, not that you're thinking about Shamokin yet. You got to close this one out. But, man, it's one and done at this level. Bulldogs have been really tough tonight. In spite of penalties and limiting themselves at times, they're up 41-7 with 5.5 to go. It's 2nd and 6. Ball on 43 of the Selinsgrove Seals. Elijah keeps it, pitch relationship. It's pitched to Bo Sechrist. He's got a wall. Studer. He goes down the outside. Again, nice open field tackle by Studer, but not until Bo Sechrist picks up 16 yards and another Bulldog first down.
And Bo Sechrist putting together a pretty nice ball game on the ground along with Brody Herr and Elijah Jordan. Again, multiple guys that can run the football. Really makes this Bulldog offense very efficient when they can get it going.
Twins right, single left. Elijah Jordan with two backs. Right to left goes Luke Thompson. It's handed off to Brody Herr. Brody Herr cuts back up center. Nice, follows his blocker. You notice I got silent. Another penalty. I watched Slate Sechrist literally not make contact 8 yards downfield. So that penalty had to be behind the play because it wasn't on him. Nice run. It's going to bring up first down and 20.
Clock stops momentarily at the 4:40 mark. Bulldogs ready to go here, first and long.
Right to left Thompson again. Elijah Jordan, he's going to hit Watkins. He's got space. Down the sideline goes Watkins. Down to the 15. And I'll tell you what they're not accounting for on that play. That's what makes you dangerous at the next level is primary isn't Evan all the time. Primary isn't Paul Hale all the time. When you can get other guys involved in space, you've got to account for that. And Selinsgrove beat on that play by Carson Watkins.
Two nice connections, Jordan to Watkins in this ball game. Really good to see.
1st and 10. Elijah Jordan hands it off to Bo Sechrist up the middle. Bo Sechrist contact. They're holding him up, trying to strip. And that's another thing, Doug. When they start holding you up and trying to strip, boy, I'll tell you what, you take some shots, And I just want to see these guys stay healthy.
And Bo Sechrist really has become a solid running back, learning to pick his way through the holes. Nice gain there.
Elijah Jordan, pitch relationship. This one goes to Bo Sechrist. He's contained, cuts back, up the middle, down the outside, inside the 5. Inside the 5, down to around the 4. Nice cutback. Studer down in the play. Hopefully he gets up. Wind knocked out of him.
Always interesting here. 3:10 to go here. Running clock. Bulldogs putting together a nice drive. Do you take a knee? Do you punch it in one more time?
Trips left. Brody Herr, he's all alone. inside the goal line. That's going to be a touchdown. They signal it. So the Bulldogs do score, and like you said, Doug, I wasn't sure what they were going to do, but in spite of the penalties, able to persevere with the Carson Watkins now screen to the flats, which he broke for big yards to make up for the loss of 10 there on first down with the holding penalty. It's 47-7 with 2:56 to go here at home. PAT, snap back, hold down, kick up, kick pure. Paul Hale drills this one towards the Thompson Street corridor.
It was a nice drive, Nate.
Very nice drive. What I liked about that particular drive, it was a really nice balance of run and pass, and nothing super wrinkly. I always say when you got to get gimmicky, you got to get wrinkly sometimes. You know, it's harder to win those big games with gimmick play, gadget plays, but they just went back to the grind. They went back to the first 10 pages of the playbook with the ground and pound, mixing in some pass, and like you said, that was an excellent drive there for the Bulldogs.
Always great to see Carson Watkins get involved in that offense. His long pitch and catch run down to the 15 set up the Brody Herr 4-yard touchdown run, 2:56 to go here. The Hale PAT. He has been pure on all but one tonight of the PAT, so that is a pretty good night from the kick game for Paul Hale, and he's really played well offensively and defensively. A lot of times one-on-one, as you've called, Nate, against Gavin Bastian, so a really nice ball game overall for Paul Hale tonight.
Well, you know, in the halftime show, the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, you know, faithful here tonight, were really celebratory of the Selinsgrove Seals band. They've been excellent tonight as well, and hats off to them. Return is number 10. Out to the middle, met by Nolan Pauling. What a nice play on the specials for Pauling, who's really done a nice job with the learning curve this year as the future quarterback of this team. You know, Tom Gravish said in the weekly interview that the JVs were 7-1, only losing to Southern Columbia. But Nolan Pauling was special. I was able to watch several of those games from my backyard, and just watching him, he moves extremely well, cuts when he needs to cut. And he's another one of those dual-threat quarterbacks with an excellent arm. So it'll be interesting to see how he progresses as the years go on here in the JSASD 17740 Halo.
A couple different folks in here for Selinsgrove. We don't have a 14 Badal. We thought that was Badal.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it 14 or 13? I can't tell.
Yeah.
He's got that.
He's got it scrunched up there in front. If it is 14, no, it is 13. So it is number 13, Neidig, in at quarterback. He is only a freshman. So Jonathan Neidig taking over finally for Rocco Amato. Most of the starters now out for Selinsgrove. Bulldogs have responded as well. 2:22 to go here. A little bit later than maybe the Bulldogs wanted to be able to get their younger players in the ball game, but the Seals kept their starters in up until this point, so the Bulldogs responded as well and then added that last score by Brody Herr to make that score 48-7 here in the ball game.
Yeah, it's been a great night here at Thompson Street, you know, and for the starters to get out and appear to be healthy. Obviously, Severino couldn't go tonight. We're not sure about his injury. We know it's a lower extremity injury and not sure about whether he'll be back, but to have the likes of most of the starters healthy again. Under center, second back handoff. Made a tackle on that. Cash Harrod, he always seems to have a nose for the football. Comes up from the left linebacker spot to make the initial contact.
Yeah, I think the key for Selinsgrove, Nate, to get back to really being competitive with the loss, are going to be 5-6 on the year, is can they get their numbers back up? Because their numbers are down. And we talked to the sister radio station, Pat O'Brien and Coach Steve Briggs, and he said, you know, their classes are a little smaller, but with the transition in coaching, their numbers just kind of went down, and that's a challenge for Coach Matt Wenrick, who they think is a good guy and will do a great job here. Can they get their numbers back up? Because they're really down on that side of the football.
On 2nd down and 5, handoff to the second back, gets a couple yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and short right now. In at quarterback, in at the helm, running the offense for the Seals, Jonathan Neidig. He's a 6'4" 150-pound freshman. So he is the future of the Seals. And you said it, Doug. It's a combination of transition after just such a wonderful coaching career, extended career, coupled with lower numbers. And, hey, the 240 size class that I used to graduate with is now 170. So our numbers even here in this district are down 70 a class. Times 4 is 280. So under center, 3rd and 2. Fullback pop up the middle. Handoffs to number 9, Andrew Gesamaria. Sophomore, he's 5'10", coming into around 170. So nice run, good hole for the Seals. Inside of a minute with this continuous clock, 48-7 is the score. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
So the Bulldogs will advance to the district final. It will be at Shamokin. We will try and get an out-of-town scoreboard update to see what the Indians' final score was against Athens, but they were up big at the half, so we will be traveling to Kemp Memorial Station next week.
Maybe the last play for Selinsgrove of the night. Handed off second back. Big hit. Handoff to number 21, Crew Carter. Out of bounds. Cash Harrett holds up, does the respectable thing. Selinsgrove looks like they're not going to put another play into the game, so we're going to break for commercial, come back with stats, maybe some out-of-town scores, and the Todd Rischel Evergreen Wealth Solutions, the color of money, player of the game. We'll be back after this. 48-7 is the final. Jersey Shore over Selinsgrove. You're listening to the Jersey Shore High School football on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com.
Your home, your family, your moments. First Alert is reminding you to be prepared and install smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Don't forget to add First Alert fire extinguishers on every level, plus the kitchen. And know how to use them. Protection is key to help protect life's moments, and First Alert is your partner through it all. Get fire safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores today.
Bear Country 99.9 FM.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild, wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
Bear Country 99.9 FM.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byler. We're going to do some out-of-town scores while Chris Davis, man, his pencil's hot. It's smoking right now. He's trying to get these stats out right now as he chuckles.
Again, the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Susquehanna Trailways. Give them a call, 570-322-5361. Get on the bus. Loyalsock trailing 21-7 to Warrior Run in the fourth quarter. That would be a nice win for the defenders. Towanda leading 35-20 over the Bloomsburg Panthers. Belfont is going to win 38-18 over Greater Johnstown. Southern Columbia wins 39-0 over Hughesville. Shamokin wins big as expected over Athens 50-7. Dallas also wins big 48-14 over Honesdale. Troy 63-27 over South Williamsport. Hollidaysburg big win 41-8 over Taylor Aldrich. Del Val 38-15 over Pittston. Scranton Prep 42-0 over Tunkhannock. Valley View Crestwood, boy, that's a nice game there. Valley View 21, Crestwood 14. That is our out-of-town scoreboard, thanks to Sean Hale. So we will be traveling to Kemp Memorial Stadium in Shamokin next week for the District 4 4A final against the undefeated Indians of Shamokin.
Isn't it crazy when the Del Vals of the world get outside of playing teams out of state, juggernauts, and get into the flow of their district, what they can do. And Dallas, that Valley View game, wow, that's a nail-biter and was a big win for Valley View. So Dallas, unfortunately, out of the playoff race now, too. So Bulldogs win tonight. It was a big win, 48-7 here at Thompson Street. We're going to get to some stats here real quick.
Coach Davis handing them over to me on the offensive side, on the ground. Bo Secrets ends at 13 for 70 and a touchdown. Brody Herr, 7 for 89 and a touchdown, 4 yards. That one coming in the last score of the ball game. Elijah Jordan, 7 for 37 on the ground. Snyder, 2 for 40. Pauling, 1 for 5. So pretty solid on the ground. Elijah Jordan through the air, 10 for 21, so the percentage isn't great, but 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, 35 and 4 yards, both of those in the first half. Paul Heel, receptions, 4 for 51. Thompson, 1 for 4 and a touchdown. Evan Snyder, 2 for 31. Sechrist, 1 for 35 and a touchdown. And Carson Watkins, 2 for 39, came alive there in the fourth quarter. And on the defensive side, that was kind of the story, particularly in the third quarter. Brody Harrell with the 55-yard scoop and score. Luke Thompson, 5 tackles, 3 sacks in the first half. Owen Vandruff, 4 tackles and the pick 6 for 7 yards in quarter number 3. The Bulldogs end up with almost 10 tackles for loss in the ball game. So really, really solid on the defensive side for the Bulldogs. Jersey Shore, nice ball game, both sides of the football here tonight.
Yeah, it was an incredible night. You know, like we talked about it, a little methodical in the beginning, got a slow start. Some of the penalties, limited drives, sustaining those drives. But once they got in the flow, really, Luke Thompson early on dialed things up, was able to get pressure on Amada, which really got the defense to come alive. They were beat over the middle and deep one time. But I got to be honest, are we going to go right to player of the game, Doug?
I think we should, Nate. Player of the game sealed up in half number 1.
I agree.
Luke Thompson, 5 tackles, 3 sacks, almost had a 4th one here in the second half. So even though maybe you'd like to lean to Brody Herr with the scoop and score, and certainly leaning toward the big guy, Owen Vandruff, with the interception return, Luke Thompson kind of set the way. So Luke Thompson is our Todd Rischel and Evergreen Wealth Solutions player of the ball game. Give them a call, 570-601-6960. The junior defensive end for the Bulldogs, Luke Thompson, our player of the game tonight.
Well, Doug, take us home, and then I'll sign us off.
Again, folks, Bulldogs win 48-7. We will be on the road, Shamokin's Kemp Memorial Stadium, against the undefeated Shamokin Indians next week. That day and time will not be confirmed till Sunday. We're hoping it's Friday, could be Saturday, whatever the District 4 committee decides. Big win tonight here in round number 1 for the Bulldogs, 48-7.
As always, in the district playoffs, you take each week in stride, and you're thankful for the victory because it means you extend the season one more week. Big victory here tonight for the Bulldogs at Thompson Street. Lots of people connecting from all over the globe. But you know what? Tom Gravish, where tradition never graduates, and it's always a great day to be a Bulldog. We appreciate our patrons, our sponsors, and all those who continue to make this Bulldog Nation thrive with each other. And as we always say, from the younger generation to the older generation, it's always
a great day to be a Bulldog.
Thanks for listening to tonight's playoff game against Selinsgrove, brought to you by the Dave Winkleman team at Anchor Realty, TLC Fuels, Oldville Country Store, Napa, Dotter Equipment, Pine Creek Seed Farm, Jason Eberhardt State Farm Insurance, All Round Tire, Jiffy Market, Joe's Equipment, B.A. Meixel Electric, Ham's Disposal, Country Berry Shack, Weary's Pine Creek Inn, Journey Bank, Twilight Diner, Ex-Agway, Briganti, Gleghorn and Hafley Insurance, Sweet Dreams Pet Resort, Reese's Print Shop, Susquehanna Trailways, C.H. Waltz Outdoor and RV, McMahon Ferguson and Associates, Evergreen Wealth Management, Hollick's Coal and Oil, and T-Mobile. More games and matches to come on the Bear Country Sports Network and CentralPASports.com soon. Stay tuned to the Bear, 99.9 FM for more information. And thanks for listening tonight to the Bear Country Sports Network.